And we're back.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the Second Age.
No, we've already done that. We did that at the start of the episode.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
I believe the secret has been revealed. This is actually 2 different sessions.
Oh, no.
Wow.
It's so
Sorry, I
secret
broke-
we didn't even know.
I broke
Yeah,
the- I broke the illusion of editing.
Like I edit these videos. Anyway.
I was gonna say, I don't think Rob edited them at all.
Which is valid.
Post them raw.
You join us as we are on our way to Dekaric, mystical and mechanical solutions.
Indeed. So as you descend into the lower district, and after a brief bit of wandering, you're able to find your way to what is essentially like a back alley workshop, where above the door is a sign in both metal and wood that says Dekaric Mystical and Mechanical Solutions, and next to it is like basically I suppose those of you who are mechanically inclined, there are basically like it is 2 like spiral gears that are like locked up against each other. It looks more like artwork for those of you who are not mechanically inclined. Like no sooner are you standing in front of this thing, but you can tell like this is a tinker's workshop, and probably at to some degree an alchemist's workshop as well, because the whole place smells like hot metal and chemicals.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Exactly what I want to smell walking into a workshop.
Do we just walk in then?
It appears to be a storefront.
Well, I'd say we can probably just walk in.
Yeah, you try the door handle. The door does in fact open. Grim, it is worth noting as well that there is a door handle at your height as well as at regular height.
Nice.
Can't believe.
Double door
It is
handle.
it is specifically provisioned for somebody who is of gnomish height.
Man, you know what?
I've never considered Grim
Proper
opening
tinkering.
doors until this moment.
Yeah, he has to reach up slightly.
Yeah.
Admittedly, not
Fine.
much because he is quite tall for a gnome, but
Still. The fact that he has to reach up at all is still funny.
We have
Well,
door
for now.
knobs like that at the Amber Eagle.
Surely, we must.
Yeah, probably. We've also got Vondal.
Not even really, because I assume initially probably not because it would fit in the
Yeah.
budget, but like
Now
now
that we've
maybe.
got the big
Oh yeah,
key.
now. Nothing wrong with having a bit of a double door. Oh, that's just making me think now. We have like maybe we have a giant set of, a big door for everybody else. Then there's a slightly smaller door in the door.
Terrible.
Nah, I don't think that's.
that would
See,
be
that's gonna
incredibly
be-
inefficient.
Yeah, that's going to
It
be a lot more complicated to construct.
Yeah.
But yes, you step inside and are basically like greeted by the sounds of like there is clearly like some substance boiling away in a corner somewhere, as you can just hear like the sound of like an open flame and like the faint whistle of steam escaping from somewhere. As you step inside, there does appear to be like a rudimentary like shop floor, but there isn't exactly a huge amount on display, and it mostly seems to be just used as spare work surface for the most part. Sorry, carry on.
I was just saying, makes sense.
Yeah, as you take a couple of steps inside, there is like a I guess that the sound of like hurried footsteps coming down the stairs. At which point a gnome with a shock of dark hair and a loose goatee like comes barreling down the stairs into the room. Like raises a hand into the air, prepares to like exclaim something, looks at the 4 of you and goes, "Oh, you're not who I was expecting."
Well, hello.
What do you
I would.
think?
I'd be. It doesn't matter. But yes. We're here. We're looking to see if we could find some skilled tinkerer. Because I'm sure you're aware they are in short supply in up in Argentellorant.
Like he like draws himself up to his full height and looks like sort of very proud and says, "You would be correct indeed. I am Koji Eneman Xangrim Valkur de Carrick."
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Excellent. Yes. Well, no, I am. Yes, hello. I'm Torber's Quagrim, Elkrin, Frosher, Eravac, Daemaris. Oh no. This is gonna be something.
He like just proffers a hand to you and says, "Koji."
Oh, Grim. Yeah. I assume that was.
You shake hands. Yes.
Not the 7,000 long names.
Proper introductions have been done. Now we do nicknames.
Yeah.
Fine.
No, the gnome flex has ended.
It's
It's
fine.
There you go.
Like I was just like, is that his name, or is or is this some ritual that I'm misunderstanding? But no, it was his name.
Yeah, he just cast a magic spell on all of us. We didn't realize because it's his fucking name.
Oh no, I was more like. No,
Oh,
it was more.
what-
He was asking us something.
Oh right.
Yes,
Could you
you
imagine
may refer to him as Koji.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though if like how dragon names are also shouts in Skyrim? It's like gnome names are also just straight up words for a
Enchantments.
ritual.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you shake hands. He steps back, sort of like hurriedly, like sort of sweeps some things off a work surface into what is essentially just like a small wicker basket by the side with a cacophony of clanging. He hops up onto the desk to sort of be more level with the rest of the group, and says, "Well, if you're looking for a tinker, you've come to the right place. How can I be of assistance?"
Excellent. Oh. We were looking for someone who could perhaps create. Oh, what thing? Like I've been thinking, I just couldn't think of a good little contraption. Like, would a music box be intricate enough?
You can make a music.
I mean, a music box is like, it has complex parts, but it's fairly basic. Like some sort of timed mechanism might be more up this guy's sort of alley. Like some like an automated alembic or something along those lines for
Actually,
alchemical use.
you know what? That said, I have a great idea what we need.
Okay.
Although it's not complex, that's the problem. Well, we'll start off small. We were wondering. See, our chef is a little busy with prep work nowadays, and we were wondering if you could perhaps create a device to automate the cutting of, just vegetables, potatoes, and that kind. Just a blade. To perhaps do both slicing and dicing. And if it would be possible, could we set it? That it could be set up to start up in the morning and then, process the produce that Lays was in.
So you want to create an automated production schedule for the dicing of vegetables?
Exactly.
I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. It's not something I've been asked to do before. Certainly not around here. But in theory, it is possible. Is that all you needed to do?
It is for now. That for now that I believe that will suffice.
What sort of dimensions and scale are we talking?
We are no more than. Well, I guess the volume of the produce would be the most important requirement. It should be able to hold roughly. What would it be? Two three different types of produce. Up to shall we say a half a cubic foot of each. Half a cubic foot, maybe that's a bit small.
Yeah, maybe
A foot cubed each, and then preferably preferably constrained in size as much as possible.
I see. So this is for more wider commercial use rather than personal.
This is gonna end up being to feed a large group of people.
I see. Come into my workshop proper. Let's talk some details.
Yes.
Man, I wish I had this device, FYI. I hate cutting up potatoes so much.
Look,
Yeah.
there's a reason why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do our chef is solid. It's like,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he
The worst part of any cooking is chopping veg.
he walks you like through a back door into the workshop area, which admittedly seems to be a lot tidier than the shop front. It seems like all of the things he no longer is dealing with get swept out into the shop front because it doesn't get used much. But yeah, Kyoji sort of like walks around, like starts like picking up some components, like starts like sketching some things on paper and like muttering to himself. Like asks you a couple of questions about specifics while he's sort of going around and sketching things.
Right.
Is there anything you want to do while he's doing this?
Oh,
I guess I'll just kind of look around, see if I
Yeah.
see anything particularly magical. It's all well and good that he can create like a potato cutter or whatever, but
look, it's on the timer and everything. It's fine.
we are looking specifically for more magical.
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
And at the same time, like, I kind of want to have a look around for like, if there's a sign on his work that he has, what's it, a maker's mark.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that investigation, guys.
Yep. Grand total of
Yeah.
3.
Rip us.
So Arya, your understanding of mechanisms is very limited. You have seen what Grim has built, and it has been it's cool and like it's definitely interesting, but it's just not something you've ever sort of like wrapped your head around. Telling what here is purely mechanical compared to half magical, half mechanical is a task that you are not well suited to. Elizabeth, what were you looking for?
Any sign of like a maker's mark.
Give me just a perception roll.
Just normal.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy, everything in his workshop that is a completed mechanical component has a proper professionally stamped maker's mark on it.
Well,
I mean, I'd like to try and remember it, but I don't know. I don't necessarily want you to make something up off the spot.
It is literally a square with basically like calligraphied DC inside it.
Oh, okay.
but yeah, well, I feel like during this process, I would also ask some questions about how, like, about the creation process of his work, and generally it's just show interests, like.
Okay.
I guess like how would I start it? I guess whilst we're waiting for something or he's busy, like So how often do elves actually even come in here?
I think he sort of like he waves a hand in the air and just goes, Psh, elves have no interest in this grand designs. It's round here. It's generally the non-native population. The humans tend to have more of an interest in these things, though they very rarely want anything beyond the odd music box or simple thing. Water purifiers. Sorry, what were you saying?
Arya in the background is like, yeah.
Yep. Like water purifiers. He says, that tends to be what people come in here for.
Well, real practical stuff by the sounds of it.
So you've not done anything too complicated recently?
Not in a professional capacity, no. Most of my work has been of hobby these days.
Oh.
Are you a hobbyist?
I dabble. It's been some time.
Thought so. You had your dynamics. You had your measurements and your requirements down.
Yeah.
Not many people come in here with that.
So, my most recent project was it was of a somewhat different scale. It's not so much fine tinkering as much as it was a ballista.
He,
True.
he sort of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, rather rudimentary, but
well,
I suppose an interesting project."
See, usually I'd say it would be rather boring. However, there were some magical elements that spiced things up a bit. But yeah, like generally, it's just some small figures. I think my favorite might still be just little mechanical toys, having them roll around a little.
He sort of nods and smiles and says, "Ah, yes, always gets the curiosity is going when people see things like that."
Yes, like anything beyond, it's harder to gain for other people to gain an appreciation for it. But,
Quite.
Oh man, and it is. I have been fortunate enough to witness some truly magical integration of machine and magic.
He nods and says, "Ah, yes, integrating with the arcane is often the most difficult part."
It's not something that anybody can do. But
Doesn't come cheap
one day.
either.
Oh, could you repeat that?
He said it doesn't come cheap either.
No, it doesn't. Well, unless you can do it yourself. But even then, the ingredients.
Yeah, that only saves on some costs.
That is true.
He sort of chuckles to himself and says, yes, quite true. My buyers don't usually have that sort of budget, so it's not something I really dabble in, but I have been known to tinker.
Yes. So, like, do you make all your components yourself? Or, like, I'm guessing that you can't get them anywhere else here.
Most of the time it is things that I have to make. There have been things now and again that I need to import from back home.
Yes. I understand. I myself, I tried my hand at using gems, but getting properly cutting them is quite tough.
Yeah, he nods along to that and sort of says, yes, well, fortunately, if there is one thing the elves have an asset in, it is gem crafting.
Yeah, actually, now you mention, I didn't even consider that. So, I guess you just leave it to them then.
Yes, for the most part. Generally buy mine pre-cut, but not much call for bespoke crafting these days.
Yes, I understand. Oh.
I may have to make a point to come down here more often.
he sort of like looks up at you, like looks you up and down, and says, "Are you a crafter as well?"
I suppose I have an interest more in the aforementioned mixing with the arcane.
Ah, yes, you have a touch of the arcane about you.
Just a touch.
Just a touch of it.
Yeah, she does. She carries a large book on it. She carries loads of books and papers, and she's wearing a big scholar's robe.
I mean, he's probably more referring to the fact that you're blue, but yes.
And windy.
Oh yeah, I am blue.
And windy, yes.
I'm
Yeah, and
no,
windy.
no,
God damn it,
Oh
y'all.
yeah, we're indoors, and I'm still like tussling in the wind.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with me being magic, though. It's just me being half genie. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was wondering, like, are you the only one that tinkers around these parts?
For the most part, yes. There are a couple of local hobbyists, but no, I'm really the only practicing individual.
Nice. Well, at least it's easy to figure, at least easy to find out where to go for some, for tinkering then, I guess.
He just turns his past you and says, "Well, you found me, didn't you?"
Yes. Yes, we did.
We did.
Yes, I must admit most of my competition comes from traders out of town who tend to bring in things that are more standard, mass-produced.
Yeah. Well, is there anything what's the most exotic thing you've made?
Most exotic?
Well, or proud.
If you're asking me what I'm most proud of, then that is very easy.
Yes.
No, I produced a entire set of self-synchronizing clocks.
Self-synchronizing, say.
Indeed. You set one, and they all synchronize.
That is quite impressive.
Are they interlinked or part of the same thing, then?
Using attuned element crystals.
Ah.
Essentially, one modification to the other is represented across the others. It's much more of an arcane project than it was a mechanical one, but integrating it was certainly interesting.
No, I can definitely imagine.
Fascinating.
The first couple of prototypes exploded.
Oh,
That one was particularly interesting to try and solve.
Yeah, Elizabeth like can't help but chuckle when he just mentions exploded so casually.
Actually, now you mention it, those ballistas I mentioned earlier, I have been having some problems with them. I was wondering, perhaps you could help me with something. I was trying to come up with a way to deal with the excess energy that builds up in them, because as I mentioned, they're magical.
You've got a diffusal problem.
Yes, and like I haven't quite figured out how best to tackle it. I don't presume you have any experience with that kind of thing, do you?
Not directly. It's an art form that I've some understanding in, but the specifics are really down to what kind of an energy field you're dealing with.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd also like to. If that is alright.
Yes, go for it.
I'm just happy about the smooth transition.
Fucking nailed it.
Okay. To both of you, he is like the speed and like reflexiveness with which he answers, like he at least believes he's telling the truth. Like
Okay.
it's too organic. Like he doesn't pause. Like there's no hesitation or anything.
Oh, it was worth a shot.
By this point, like he's produced like a sort of a rough sort of plan, and he sort of says, "Yes, well, I certainly think your idea is feasible. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be cheap."
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be, but I guess just give it to me straight. How bad is
Just give it
That's
to
how
me,
bad is it?
Doc.
Just give it to me.
Well, component cost, you're looking in the region of a few thousand gold. Labor time is probably going to be something similar.
Oh damn.
The materials, I might be able to do you a bulk discount on.
You're kind of hoping to keep it below the 2,000 gold.
He sort of like raises an eyebrow and says, "That's very optimistic of you."
Yeah, well, it's like I was kind of like unsure what like the parts would run at in these parts.
Well, if you want it built around here, it's going to cost you a little bit more. If you wanted
That
it
is
built
true.
back in Ardenstar, for example, you might be in better luck, but
That is true.
out here, it's going to run you quite a bit, I'm afraid. Though then again, when it comes down to it, it depends whether you're willing to pay the shipping costs.
Yes.
That's a good point.
How about this? I will compensate you for your efforts so far, and if you would be willing to shelve it for a little bit, I might I'll come back with a definitive answer.
I would appreciate that.
Excellent. Like how much time did we take from him?
You've probably been here like an hour, maybe.
What is what's a fair sum for a tinker?
That is a good question.
Well, like I would have like a rough fight. Like how much does a tinkerer run an hour usually?
I'm looking it up.
Let's see.
It's like I'm not up because this was only like pricing. I'm not going to pay him the full
Yeah.
hourly rate probably, but
Yeah, get the hourly rate, like half it. I don't know.
I need to get a calculator out.
Hello, welcome to
Classic.
Math
Biggest
Second Age.
well, like we're also asking complicated questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Math the Second Age. Once
I
again.
feel like you usually don't do things on hourly basis in these.
It's probably usually like a day.
Yeah.
Probably what he's doing. He's probably taking the daily rate and then like dividing it by 24.
Well, I like the daily rate usually doesn't involve sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be like 12, 8.
No sleep.
Mostly.
No sleep.
Full day of working. You have a full day of working, then a full day of sleeping, then a full day of working. God, that would be hell.
That is 10 silver pieces an hour, roughly. So gold.
A gold. Wow. Okay. Well. I'm just gonna check how much I have on. I don't have any silver left on me.
I've got silvers.
Yeah,
I
well,
think I might have some as well.
like he hasn't done anything complicated, so we'll just give him. Let's send him 5 silver for now.
Yeah, I've got 5 silver. I can just hand it over.
Yeah.
Oops.
And remember, Grim, if you just want, like, I'm gonna be up here for a while, so
Yeah, so it might not like. Oh, we'll see how it works out. But we'll probably see each other in the future.
Well, I look forward to it. I'm not exactly busy in the meantime.
Have a good day.
Tell your friends about the Carrick.
Will do.
Very good.
tell your friends about the Garrick.
Oh,
That was not in character.
fine. Man. That went all right,
Well.
I'd say.
Yeah, I don't think this is our guy, but
No.
Oh, doesn't seem like it yet. Although the problem is, due to the way that Rob phrased it, I'm like, they did do the mind thingies again, so
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
maybe. Well, like,
Quite
but, like,
likely.
quite likely.
The DM's
Unless-
refusal to answer a straight question is not a lead.
No, it's not a lead, but it is a. But this was more of a.
It is a consideration to have.
It's a technical
Yes,
possibility.
it is a technical
But-
possibility.
It's mainly because. Well, actually, it didn't have to be mind. Messing with. It didn't have to be messing with the mind. It could have been a simple pickpocket in this case.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hard to say though.
It was just because of the past. You know, you always jump to conclusions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thinking about it as well, though, the point of there not being a Marcus make does kind of make it seem like it wouldn't be a professional.
Well,
Well-
not necessarily, because if you're gonna do something that's
I
like, you
suppose.
don't want that to be traced back to
Yeah.
you, especially
True.
if you're conscious of the fact that you're doing it.
True.
Also, you know, just give me some sanding paper, and like the markers make will be gone real quick. Depending on how deep it is, but like,
Yeah, and how it's applied.
but even then,
Yeah, his were stamped like pretty effectively into the components. Like on a smaller component, it might be easy to remove, but
well,
So he mentioned a few hobbyists, but we've only heard of the one.
yes.
I mean, he may know smaller ones just in his own,
Yeah.
like out of his own
Yeah.
acquaintances.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because like I'd be considered a hobbyist as well.
yes.
I suppose.
And there's
If-
no way
if
Grim is
I-
producing something of that quality.
Yes, I would have to. You know, I'm pretty decent at tinkering, but I would have to definitely invest some time into research and practice, and probably materials just to get good.
You are proficient in tinkering. The problem is you are not proficient in the Arcana skills that you would need to produce something like
I'm
that.
proficient in Arcana.
But not in crafting
fine.
magical objects.
I guess that's true.
Mhm.
Just very knowledgeable about them
Yeah.
and their
Well,
history.
I guess the question is, how do we approach this tier? Because, well, it doesn't sound like they're running a shop.
No,
I can't just walk in and talk to them.
I mean, we could, it would just be a bit weird.
I mean,
But it's also probably not the strangest
Well,
thing we've ever done.
we're a bunch of strange. We're a bunch of strange folk with a gnome who's interested in contraptions, and this is the number one guy for strange contraptions among elves. Well,
make it sound so normal.
that's the point.
Yeah, I know,
Mm,
it was a-
Grim
that
does have
was a
a point,
compliment.
unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, I was genuinely complimenting him there.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, we never do that.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Look,
God.
tinkerings are involved. Suddenly, talking goes up somehow.
Yeah, that was like the most convincing talking to someone plan I think you've ever come up with.
Yeah, that actually went way smoother than I thought it was gonna go.
Oh, it's very funny.
Don't worry, I blew myself away as well. Well, there's just the issue of well,
I mean, honestly, I feel like if we just show up and we're like, we've been looking to find like a specific tinkerer, and we heard you were like really good. I mean, I don't know how weird that is.
Yeah, like there are weirder reasons, but also it's going to be now a matter of tracking them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, clearly he has a name to some degree.
True.
And if he truly cares as much as they say he does, his pride will, like, he'll happily
It's a she.
show. Oh, she,
Yeah,
my bad.
Rob's already corrected us one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Her pride will definitely just, take over and be like, yes, I have to show them my
Yeah.
creations, my
Fr-
baby.
from the way she was talked about.
baby.
It definitely sounded like people knew who she was. So if you ask around in the local region, people might know where she lives.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, the first check is it's not getting late, is it? Because it's not. we're not
No,
my bad.
it's probably getting towards lunchtime at this point. Because you
Okay, 'cause
arrived
it's
very
just
early in the
like,
morning.
I didn't want
Yeah,
to
'cause
show up at like sundown,
Late
like
at night.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I spirited you guys away like
Yeah, you
just after breakfast.
teleported in just after breakfast.
And then we spent an hour in the tinker shop.
Well, we also like the travel, and we spent some time at the
Yeah.
scene. And, like it adds up.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's
It is getting towards early afternoon.
yes. Perhaps lunch, and then
A spot of lunch.
Eat some lunch and then go meet this elf.
well, perhaps a midday snack might not be the worst place to meet someone who has heard of them. Well, actually, it's not going to be great.
I mean, there are definitely cafes and eateries in the Imperial District.
Honestly, what I think is, if anybody knows about it, it's going to be the college, because, like, why would they not? Like, it seems like the kind of person that would be interested, like, would occasionally check in for.
Well, as
variety
we pointed out, usually elves don't care that much about tinkering if there's stuff magic to do with it, and
But like, they might not care that as much about him or her. I mean, and then but she might care about the college because arcane stuff combined with non-arcane stuff.
I suppose there's a point. That's a good
Like
point.
that's the number one source of knowledge.
They do have a really good library.
So I think she might want to make use of that. And and if you have a name, like, odds are that you're still a student of some kind, even if it's not a magical arts directly. I believe she could. That said, shall we have a look? Because I believe we're gonna head out. Like, we're in the lower district.
Yes.
Then we could just head through the Moon District up to the college.
Yes, because
And then
the college is on the border of the Moon and Imperial districts.
And if we're not mistaken, they're going to be wealthy enough to live in the Imperial District to have this kind of hobby.
I think
I
we know
mean,
that they're in the Imperial
yeah, we know
District.
Yeah,
Yes.
we know that they
Oh,
live in
yeah.
the Imperial
Yeah,
District.
that was already stated to you by
Yes.
the
Oh, yeah, we did.
You just don't know
that.
exactly where.
correct.
Don't know their exact address.
Like, I feel like we're just going to walk through the Imperial District, and we're just going to see like a house covered in all kinds of bits and bobs that are moving, and we're like, yes.
There's probably
It's like
one
that
house.
one.
Yeah, there's
That
like one
one.
house that stinks of oil, and we're just like,
I think that would be the way to go. They might
Okay.
not know where she is, but
So you're heading back to the academy.
yes.
Okay.
Well, like, you need to sign in for the library, don't you? Or is that only for search?
Visitors do, yes. Visitors to the academy need to sign in full stop. But
Yeah. Okay. Well.
which,
then,
yeah,
like, that's-
technically you realise that actually you probably should have signed in when you teleported here, and maybe you should do that when you go back.
It's fine.
we
You
were
pay
never
for it.
We
here.
paid them a whole ass ton of money. It's cool.
Doesn't mean we can just break their rules.
I can't
Doesn't it
believe we're-
though?
Actually, that is usually what that means. You
I was
break a rule,
like,
throw money at
that's
it.
exactly what that means usually.
Everyone, no one,
we're-
yeah. You break a rule, you throw money at them, no one cares.
Like, we're basically becoming a multinational. I can't believe.
What next? We're gonna set up a tax haven on Leatherman's Cay.
Oh,
my
no.
god, no!
Wait, I thought that's why we created. Basically, we're creating our own country, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's how we're gonna encourage people to move into Ivywood Market. Just zero tax. Advocate for zero taxes.
God damn it, you guys.
We're really about to piss somebody off if we do any of that shit.
I mean, so I suppose at the moment you technically don't pay tax to anyone.
Nope.
You probably should, but the amount of people willing to tell a large mercenary company,
Yeah.
"Hey, you should start paying
Yeah.
tax."
It's probably small.
They can fucking
Yeah.
try.
To be fair,
God.
if they did try, we probably should, because we don't want to get into a war.
Yeah.
It's a war over it.
Well, I don't know. Some local lords, man.
Like, well, we're willing to go to war with the Dragonborn, and then it's like
We
the
were
local
not
lord
willing
is too much.
War with- Let's be
We
clear.
don't
No,
wanna
that
start-
them.
Okay, that's
we
fair.
don't want to start wars just because we don't want to pay taxes. That's like a completely different thing. The war with the Dragonborn protecting refugees. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's different.
It's not we're refusing to pay taxes. So
What if
fight
this
us.
money would go to the refugees instead? No.
Wow.
We cannot keep twisting it like this.
I mean, if the money was going to humanitarian causes, then maybe we could just
Oh,
Tax
no.
breaks.
paying taxes. However,
Yeah, do we get enough
Fuck's
tax
sake.
breaks for all the people we helped? Because I feel like we should.
yeah, we've
That's
done all
not why
these.
we help them.
Can we have these charitable deductions in our taxes, please?
I can't believe we're terrible people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Second Age does taxes.
Yay.
That's like
Well-
the weird spin-off show where Second Age just does like random shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Second Age does their taxes, and everyone's just gathered around, like doing maths on paper.
Oh god.
See, I just imagine that Grimm's like negotiating with the local lords about the tax rate would be something along the lines of, well, they say there's two constants in life, death and taxes, and we can do one of those things.
I can't believe.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I thought you were gonna be like, okay, so how much tax do I have to pay, and how much does a war cost? Like, which one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, whichever's cheaper.
Is it cheaper to go to war?
Wow.
That's in Grimm's search history.
Is it cheaper to go to war than
What's cheaper, taxes or war?
God, okay, but this is a tiny sidebar, but like, can you consider the search histories of the Second Age of
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't even want to
the
know.
Amber Eagle?
Oh god.
Ugh.
A fucking mess is what it would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Arya's
Absolutely.
just how to tell your family you're dating a drow.
And then underneath that, strap on.
No.
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 Wow.
I'm sorry. But I just look. There's something appealing about the idea. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
But
Arya's
we
too
are
much of
gonna go.
a sweet baby when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
See,
Which is not a sentence I'd ever thought I'd say.
I'm now just imagining Vondal's search history starts with "Please Google."
Oh.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Oh no.
Almost certainly.
How do I use Google? Question mark.
No, he just types into like the search bar like www.google.com.
Oh no.
Wait,
yeah.
you guys don't do that?
Not
No.
usually.
Oh.
No, not the address bar, like into the Google search bar.
Oh.
That's what you meant, right, Luka?
I meant the address bar, but
Okay, well, fuck.
Vondal's not that bad. But yeah, I know I can technically search Google by just typing it into the URL bar. I just don't want to. So yeah, I typed www.google.co.uk.
fair enough. Anyway,
You don't even let it like autocomplete? Wait, you don't even let it autocomplete?
Okay, well no, I do let it autocomplete. So I use
Okay,
the
that's
www.g.
Anyway, so you head back to the academy. You sign in,
Yeah.
and who are you posing this question to?
I guess. Look, I guess the first or the person where you sign in might be a good start, right? Or like, I guess where you sign, but like
yeah.
the reception, right?
You can ask at the reception, sure.
Because I feel like they have the best chance of knowing. If not, then it might be the librarian.
Okay, so what is your question to them?
So, what was the Tia Amakir? That's the one that we're okay.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Tia Makia, yeah.
we're trying to find someone known for their contraptions. Would you have heard of Tia Amakir? We believe they might have stopped by here.
The elf who is overseeing the reception just sort of like looks at you, thinks for a moment, just shakes her head and says, sorry, I'm afraid I'm not that familiar with past and present students. I'm really only familiar with the professors here. You might have better luck asking one of those. Or one of them,
No,
rather.
it's not a student. This would be a guest that would be interested in the library.
As a get, I suppose I could look through the sign-in sheets, but they only go back a certain distance before they're archived.
Well, if you would be so kind, it would be appreciated, because we were hoping that somebody here would be able to help us. But if they haven't signed in, then I doubt they would. Then I doubt they would. Anybody would know them here.
She goes through the book and says, there's nobody there by this name, but this only goes back a few months.
Oh, that's. I think if we become desperate, we might we'll ask for more. But I think we might ask the librarian, and otherwise I think we'll just head off to public. Yes, Elizabeth.
I mean, yeah, I might as well, I was just thinking we could always, dip back into the room, and if one of the professors happens to be there...
Oh, you mean where you're doing the experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do.
The Orrery.
Can't guarantee that one of them will be there, but you can certainly try.
Well, it's also partly Elizabeth wants to check on the lock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, checking on the lock. Well, I don't think asking the professors is going to help us, but we can definitely check on the lock.
Okay.
And if you want to ask the professors, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, you can go to the labs before you go to the library.
Right, we're dropping labs, guys.
Okay. You head down to the orrery room. The lock is still intact.
Cool.
You crack open the door and gonna roll a d4. Okay. You crack open the door and you see Professor Galanadal.
In that case, yeah, Elizabeth would turn to the others and just say, if you want to go to the library, then you can go on ahead, and I'll catch up with you.
I guess we could do that.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I will briefly enter the room.
Elizabeth steps inside.
Yeah.
Professor Galanadal sort of turns to see you step inside and sort of says, Elizabeth, how goes it?
Well, that's something I wanted to ask. There's something I wanted to ask, because we did a quick look at. Sorry, let me try that again. We had a quick look around the market district for anyone who knew of, local tinkerers. Learned of a gnome down in the lower district, but from what we could tell, it's unlikely that he did it knowingly. Well, he was involved in construction, at least. But there was one other figure who we've learned of, who we wanted to know if maybe someone in the college had heard of. Someone by the name Tia Amakir. Said to be a bit of a tinkering hobbyist in the Imperial District.
He thinks to himself for a moment and says, the name sounds familiar, though I can't for the life of me remember why.
We'd just asked if maybe someone by that name had signed into the college, because we thought maybe that someone like that would find the library useful or interesting in some way.
It's possible. I don't recall any students by that name, and I'm not sure I've ever heard of a professor by that name. It definitely reminds me of something, though. If I remember anything, I will come and find you. But I suppose the library is a good place to have a look. We do get a lot of comings and goings through there. The librarian she's a lovely woman, but she is very particular. So if anyone will remember, I'm sure it'll be her.
True. I thought you were going to say protective for a moment, but
Protective is also a good word.
yeah, I'll be seeing you. And yeah, I'll slip out the door again.
Yes. He turns back to a plate of fruit and some notes.
Makes sense.
You catch up with your friends halfway to the library, and the four of you enter the library.
She probably gets to them and just goes, nope. Said it sound familiar, but...
So, yeah. Oh, sorry, carry on.
Well, I was just gonna say, look elsewhere.
So you head to the library. The librarian looks up at you, regards you like you, Elizabeth, nods to you and says, "Miss Guide, how may I be of service?"
It says, it's a guide.
It's like, are you okay?
She mutters some arcane words and then asks if she can assist you.
I thought she was having a stroke. Anyway. No. I guess then, being addressed directly, Elizabeth would just say, there could be something, yes. We were wondering if you heard a name, or maybe someone by the name Tia Amakir had come to use the library in the past.
There's a lot of people who use the library. I can't say I remember a particular name. What would they have been looking for?
Most likely something to do with mechanics and constructs, tinkering, that kind of thing.
Constructs. I can look.
I'm told they had an interest in... What was the phrasing? Grand arcane constructs.
She goes in amongst her books and has a look. I have one entry for a Dr. Amakir. Number of titles on Golomancy. And a few that might be considered tinkering.
I mean, maybe.
It's
Yeah,
possible
could be.
that's who we're looking for.
I wouldn't happen to know anything else about her. Or them.
Looks down at the notes, says, I have a notaring address, but that is it.
As now I've kind of thought, I now don't know if she'd really be permitted to just give us the address of some random person.
Definitely not.
Does GDPR exist in this world?
Does it?
I feel like
God.
good faith is still a strong mechanic in
Yeah.
Yes.
or a strong thing. Because even
Good
yeah,
faith is a strong mechanic is definitely a way to word that.
Yeah.
It is a statement.
it's not quite the the way I wanted to put it, but that's how it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Grim.
So yeah, she says, I have an outer ring address, but that's it.
Unfortunate. Well, thank you for that. I'll probably see you around in days to come.
She just sort of nods and goes back to her books. Give me a quick perception check, Elizabeth. Okay.
Yes. I did good.
So as you turn around to like go back to your companions, you look over their shoulders briefly to the corridor behind them, where you see standing in the hallway is presumably a student.
Hmm.
Their face looks familiar to you.
Hmm.
You're pretty sure like you've seen them around before. And not just in a sort of like seen them in the halls sort of sense, in that like you at some point you might have worked with them.
Oh, like one of the students who
Uh,
stepped forward for the thing.
yes. The reason his face is memorable to you is that he is an Eladrin.
Ah.
Oh, you don't see too many of those.
He has the distinctive white hair of a winter Eladrin, the long pointed ears, and the like a number of like markings like on his face. Not like distinctive like Arya's, but like definitely like a hint of like where he was, where he perhaps once wore like ritualistic like paint, like stains.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you sort of like you look up, you see him like standing in the hallway. Like you lock eyes for a moment, and just in that moment, like he almost seems like surprised to see you. Before like quickly turning away and like walking back up the corridor.
That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah.
I guess can I start? Like, does he? I guess yeah. Can I just start walking after him?
You can. You stride past your friends, like looking intensely into this corridor, and carry on. The rest
Yeah,
of
I
you just
guess-
watch Elizabeth like turn, like look over your shoulders, and then carry on, like start walking.
She probably does
Elizabeth,
this
what are
thing
you
that she
doing?
probably. I mean, she probably does this thing that she always does when she's starting at a brisk walk, which is it initially starts out as like almost like almost like she's starting into a jog, but then it's just brisk walk.
We probably recognize that as a like I've seen something I'm going after
Yeah.
walk, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
guess we should probably follow.
Probably.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
think
much
we've-
she wants to get somewhere quickly. Walk.
I imagine we've seen that a few times.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Okay. So you're pursuing him at a brisk pace.
Yeah, I don't want to be like. I guess. Not wanting to see. Like she doesn't want to run, but like, she doesn't mind if she seems like she's in a hurry because sometimes she is in a hurry around here. It wouldn't be unusual for her to be in a hurry.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
She's probably in a hurry every morning to get to the labs.
Okay. Yeah. So you take up this hurried pursuit, and you follow him from a short distance through the corridor, until he basically like reaches like a junction where it like passes off towards some classrooms and then like back towards the main hall. You get to the junction. He turns right towards the classrooms. You go to follow him, and the moment you reach the corner in the junction, he is gone.
Wonder if he misty stepped.
I was gonna say, is there? I mean, is there classrooms that you could have disappeared into? Is there nearby doors that you could have gotten into before I got there?
Give me a quick investigation check.
Sure.
Okay. So he could theoretically have dipped into one of the classrooms nearby, but like sort of like peering into the classrooms, you don't immediately see him. However, as you step in the hallway, you hear a soft crunch underfoot and see slowly melting ice underfoot.
So he misty stepped. Or he did something.
It is remarkably similar to the frosty effect that Arya leaves behind when she teleports.
So high chance, at least. At
Yes.
the very least, a high chance.
But I reckon they're definitely one of the students who was...
That's the only place you can think of that you might have seen them and taken that much notice of them. Your friends catch up to you.
What's going on?
So you know when you lock eyes with someone and they immediately turn around and start walking away, so you get suspicious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I walked off.
Who'd you see?
One of the students, I think. Winter
Somebody
like
you
you,
know?
Arya. I recognize his face. I can't 100% say for certain where from, but he seemed familiar.
Arya's got a little surprised at the fact that there's an Eladrin here.
How many Eladrin have we met here? I can't remember.
Very few.
Oh yeah, but
Pretty rare.
this was like to the others.
Oh,
Like,
sorry.
because I can't remember seeing one. Like I see one every day, but
Different
Oh.
Eladrin.
I mean, surely not a lot.
No, not a lot.
Somebody probably knows who they are.
hope so.
That's true.
They are definitely uncommon, even among the eccentrics that exist in the academy.
I need to quickly get back to the lab.
Okay.
She says that and then starts moving again.
Okay.
Because I want to catch the professor working still there, hopefully.
Okay.
Professor Galanadel.
So yeah, you set off at a faint jog towards the lab again, and you get to the door just as Professor Galanadel is closing it behind him.
Ah, Professor.
Elizabeth, something wrong?
Maybe? Look, okay. I need to know. Okay, if I describe someone's face to you, can you put a name to it? One of the students.
I can try.
And yeah, I'm gonna explain. I want to try and describe his face.
Okay.
He looks like her. Points at Arya.
Well, yeah. She'd start with Winter Eladrin, white hair, then try and use a hand to indicate how long it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start to describe this. And he sort of says, "Yes, I did. I mean, we don't have many Winter Eladrin on campus. The name escapes me at the moment, but if I had my class sheet, I can go back in and get it."
That'd be great, because... In fact, let's go in the lab again anyway.
Okay, you dip inside the lab. He goes through some paperwork and says, Mendatus.
Because we just finished in the library. I was turning around to leave, and I saw him in the hallway, just sort of... we met eyes for a moment, and the second we did, he turned around and left rather quickly. Like, he seemed surprised to see me and then was gone. I tried to follow him, but it seems he used his innate misty step and just sort of... I don't know where he went after that. I sort of found the whole thing rather suspicious. Ferrous?
Dead. Rip.
He's muted.
Oh,
Rip.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. Hang on. Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said. Yes, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I guess I must have caught my mute. I've forgotten my train of thought. Oh yes. So sorry. He was saying. He's a rather jumpy student, but I haven't. That does. I agree. That sounds suspicious. I meet a lot of eccentric individuals in this line of work. It sort of comes with the territory. Mendatus is. I wouldn't say he's any more eccentric than the others. He's got a particular interest in the mechanics of the arcane. It's... I can't say there's anything particularly notable about him. He came in on a scholarship.
How long ago, if you happen to know?
6 months.
So a relatively new student.
Oh, I suppose relatively speaking, yes. He had some arcane academic background, presumably from his upbringing in the Feywild, but
And I mean, I recognized his face, so I assume he must have been down here at some point.
yes, he's been part of the trouble, not the trouble, the test data analysis group.
I feel like I need to talk to him now. But I don't think he wants to talk to me.
Well, he has chambers on campus. He might be there.
Could you... Where exactly?
Well, he's... There is a small wing that is dedicated to students who come in for their first year of education. There are a couple of rooms. I could probably take you there.
I mean, it's either that or we call him somewhere to meet us, but
I mean, if he was willing to Misty Step to get away from you.
yeah, I think we need to go to him. Could you please lead the way?
Of course.
Thank you, Professor.
He leads you in that direction. You have to sort of cross over the courtyard and come to the other side of the academy grounds. But he basically leads you into a small sort of student lodgings. Basically small 1-room things with bed, bunk, and desk.
And the cupboard's full of noodles.
Instant noodles are not a thing in this universe, but yes.
The fantasy Middle Ages equivalent of instant noodles.
You're talking about
And-
bread.
Yeah, bread.
Probably alcohol.
Just a giant hot pot.
Um, I mean,
bottle of wine
the-
on the sink or something.
There are like there's like a canteen on site, like it is like a catered accommodation.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so he like sort of knocks on the door. There is no response.
Oh, I suppose we should have expected that.
Yeah. Although I suppose it's lunchtime. Is it possible he's the canteen?
It could be.
I don't want to necessarily drag you around if you've got work to do, but I'm sure
I should be getting back.
Yeah. Don't let us take up any more of your time if you're busy. We'll just have more of a look around. We at least know where his room is now.
Yes, please tell me what you turn up.
We will.
Yeah, Professor departs.
Is Professor Glanadell always like this?
Like what?
I don't know. Does he normally forget that much? Like, I know I probably wouldn't remember the names of all my students based on face descriptions, but
like he usually is like fairly good with remembering things, but like when it comes to like names of students, there are moments where he just sort of like you've seen him in sessions being like he'll look at somebody, click his fingers for a couple of seconds, and then remember their name. Like
okay.
he deals with a lot of students.
Yeah. I'm just trying to ascertain, like, because obviously would have been working with him
Yeah.
for a while if any of the behavior has been out of the ordinary.
Yeah, give me an insight check. Yeah. His inability to remember his name is probably more to do with the like the pressure of the situation that you put him under. Like you came to him in a situation, you ran down a corridor like half out of breath, said, "What is the name of this student?" And he went, fuck."
It's like when you
Yeah.
get asked a question and you forget every single thing that you should know to answer that question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is far more likely to be attributable to the tension of the moment than any malign intent.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's head to the canteen.
You take the short detour across the hall to the canteen. You do not see him in the canteen.
Okay.
Very suspicious.
I guess, could we, like... That'd probably look really weird if we just hang around for a bit, wouldn't it?
Get some lunch.
Yeah.
Can visitors get lunch in the canteen? Do I even count as a visitor at this point? I mean, probably, but...
You probably have eaten in the canteen before, but you have to pay for it
That's fine.
because you don't get it for free like the students do.
Yeah.
We paid for
Yeah,
an
there's
entire
chicken
week.
for
No.
free? Damn.
I mean, we might as well eat in the canteen.
Well, I say they eat for free. It's probably included as part of their accommodation plan.
Yeah.
Prepaid
Like,
food.
it's like when you get, it's like when you get bed and breakfast at a hotel.
Yeah.
Like sometimes,
Well, might as well
they'll
eat.
give you your
Yeah.
morning and
Also-
evening meal.
Also important to note that the academy is like it is a very upper class like establishment. Like the most of the students here are trust fund kids.
Can't believe.
Fair.
God.
But anyway,
Also, I really wish we could be more specific with locate creature to exclude certain people.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it would be
Like
very
me.
Locate
simple.
Elijah. Oh, she's over there.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I just spin around. It's like Arya. It's like fuck.
Oh, it's fine. We just need Elizabeth to use the spell to make Arya show up as something else.
You could do
Just
just
that.
turn me into
Oh,
an
yeah.
idiot.
You could cast Nystul's magic aura on.
Yeah.
Arya.
I'd have to have it prepped.
Like, also, it would be just wildly excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that does eventually wear off, right?
Nystul's magic aura, yes.
Yeah.
Only lasts for a
Yeah.
couple of hours.
Like, I think
Yeah,
well,
well-
It's unless you do it like
Actually, it lasts 24 hours.
yeah, if you do
That's
it
a
like
couple of
month or
hours.
I mean,
if you do it every day for like a month, but if it needs to be inanimate, then it's like permanent after a while.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that only works on objects.
Oh, that makes sense.
The permanency is only for objects.
no, it does say creature or object every day for 30 days,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Wow,
Terrifying.
Permanently
placing the
changed.
same effect on it each time the illusion lasts and spelled.
man.
Oh.
Application of that spell I did not know. Anyway,
Yeah,
It's pretty weird.
turns out Nystul's a fucking genius.
yeah.
Keep that in mind if you're gonna be a spy and have magic.
Yeah.
I mean, he fooled Latherman's entire security system with
Yeah.
it.
He
But
did completely fool
That
Latherman.
is true.
I just can't help but imagine like there's this detection system. Just Goliath walks in. It's like definitely a gnome. Yep,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, totally fine. Not weird at all.
Now I've just got the excellent idea of like this gnome who makes like a me only magic lock, and then like a Goliath walks
Yeah.
in. The computer's like, "Yep, that's a gnome."
Yeah.
I mean, that is functionally what Nystol did to Latherman. He faked his appearance as Latherman.
Anyway, should we just eat in the canteen and see if he shows up?
Let's do.
So for 3 copper apiece, you can have a meal in the canteen. It's not exactly extravagant.
Exorbitant pricing. Oh, it's fine.
3 copper a piece, and if it's anything like normal school meals, it's like
Sad.
like a,
It-
it's like slightly sad roast dinner.
It's
where
nothing
you
like-
have, a pasta bake.
No, it's nothing like you or I would know as school meals. It's much
I
more
was gonna
akin to
say,
what you
my
get at
college
university.
meals were pretty good.
Yeah, it's like
Alright.
it's a university like canteen.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little better than like your
Yeah.
shitty frozen pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all I know from one of the colleges I went to was that quite frequently there would be chips that weren't quite cooked.
Ew.
Oh.
That's how bad it was.
Unfortunate.
I started
We-
to stop having chicken chips and just having chicken.
I actually really
I didn't
miss
want raw
college
chips.
food because we had stir fry every Thursday. Oh my god.
Ah.
Oh,
They like
nice.
made it in front of you. It was so good.
Mm.
See, the food in my uni canteen was so nice, but oh fuck me, it was expensive. I could not afford to eat there.
Unfortunate.
I had a meal plan my freshman year, so
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
We had like
Got my
5
meal
different canteens, and it's like and then there's like 20 food trucks. I'm like, sure. Oh, I
Yeah,
said
there's a lot of
20.
food
Like
trucks,
that was like
yeah.
8.
That's basically 20 when you're living on a college campus or university
Yeah.
campus.
Anyway, yeah, you spend 3 copper apiece, eat a hearty meal, and wait. Mandatus does not appear.
Mandatus is onto us.
yeah, definitely onto us.
Mandatus? I can't hear his name without thinking of Age of Empires. God damn it.
Is it time to pull like the ultimate move, where we break in and sit in the dark room till he shows up,
Oh my god, we can't do that!
and then like yeah, but like I've always like it
Just
just
sit in
seems
his room
so.
until he gets there.
And then
does he have a
just turn
swivel
on
chair?
the
We can
light.
sit in it and we can turn around and just be like, "We've been expecting you, Mandatus."
Well, all 4 of
I
you
think
in
I
one
just
swivel
believe
chair.
All of us could fit in that one chair.
Yeah, so
No,
All
no,
of
no,
us are
no,
gonna
no, no. Here,
No,
no,
but it's
I
in
have it
order,
figured
so
out.
it's Cla-
You
it's
just
Clara.
sit me at the bottom, and then somebody else sits on
Yeah.
top of me,
No,
and somebody
yeah.
on top of that person.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's
You do
like-
it in height order, so it's Kelariis,
like
then
Russian
Elizabeth sat on
nesting dolls.
Kelariis, then Arya sat on
Yeah.
Elizabeth, and then Grim sat on Arya.
I just had the most cursed mental image.
What?
Share.
Alright.
Everyone
It's-
petting the hair of the person who sat on them.
No, it was just Kelariis like doing that. I Mr. Bond. I've been expecting you, but instead of a cat, it's just Grim.
Oh no!
That would be really cursed.
Cursed.
Dislike. Also, the more practical application of the stacking people on top of each other is to go in strength order, which means it's a me that I think Grim, then
Yes.
Arya.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
practical? Is that
I mean, it's
practical?
practical in terms of like how much you can hold.
I mean, either way, I get to sit on the girls' lap, so I'm happy.
Wow.
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 Anyway,
Ulterior
I'm
motives
sorry.
over here.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
You said that like I
Um,
wouldn't just be quivering with fear if I was ever sat on up.
Yeah, I mean, Arya would not be happy with that.
Just like
situation.
she's going to push me off the first opportunity she gets. And I'm going to
We're
fall
gonna
on your
push you on the
face.
floor.
Yep.
But yeah, perhaps we need a more good person plan.
Yeah, less creepy and
Good
breaky.
person plan.
I mean,
Look,
surely the solution is to wait till like slightly after hours, where he's more likely to be actually home.
But also, if he was running, well, I say running loosely, then what if he just doesn't go back?
Yeah.
Tonight.
What if he's onto you and is telling people
Fuck off.
and is
Well-
warning other people?
Yeah.
well then that will be the last thing he did. No.
Oh my god!
Wow.
We cannot murder. I don't know if it is right, but like,
Well, you know, who said anything about murder? It's like just
Yeah, we're just gonna help him retire.
we found some prison dimensions. It's fine.
oh my god!
It's probably worse than murder.
Technically, I can make a pocket plane.
Oh.
I could make a demi plane and we can just throw him in it.
Like, yeah, but I
That's
feel
not
like
any
Wow.
better.
we're just making it worse.
I mean, we could just staff him.
You work for us now,
Yeah.
Buster.
So, you know what? I feel like the plan is probably going to be something.
No.
I feel like we're not going to assume guilt immediately.
I mean, he was acting hella sketch. Though. Like, why run away
Yeah.
from Elizabeth?
We
like
do
that?
still need to talk to him.
Like, maybe he has a thing for genie people. I don't know.
Hot for teacher.
That's your assumption.
Wow.
He could be hot for teacher.
Oh no! Also,
Oh,
here's another
no.
thing coming. But
She's
yeah.
probably actually closer to his age, so at least it's slightly less.
Not even.
No.
Well, yeah, not in literal years, but
well,
Just say it-
sure.
He's an
And
Eladrin.
physical
He's at
maturity.
least 100.
yeah. But I mean, in like in terms of like physical maturity.
Also, are we at the stage of like using hold person, or is that too far? That's my question.
It's
That's a
not
bit-
too far.
I don't think it's.
Well-
I mean, I think Elizabeth's at the stage of try to approach him again, and if she can, she'll be like, "Hey, can you stop a minute? I just want to talk." If he still doesn't, then I'll probably hold person.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
You didn't do what I said you would. You didn't do
Oh
what I
yeah, like
said.
not like
At
as
least
soon
that
as
way
we
I've warned
see
him.
this person,
Yeah.
like just be like,
Yeah.
"You there, stop!" But
Stop right there, criminal.
are we
scum.
at the point of using that as an option? Was my question.
I think we can use it as. I mean, if he's willing
Yeah.
to teleport away from
Well,
us, I
can
think we
keep
should
it as an
consider
option.
whole person.
Also,
Well,
we really just
okay.
left. Like, I realized this after the fact. Misty Step does not go super far. If it's the same thing Arya does, it was 30 feet. He could not have
Yeah.
gone that far.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
30
But I
feet
didn't put
through a
where could he have
window.
gone.
Like,
he could
Yeah,
have
that's
gone through
true.
a
He could have
window.
like gone
He
outside
could have
the
gone.
building.
Yeah.
It's
We would
like-
have to examine every possible sight line he would have had from that location.
But were
But,
we in a hallway?
I can't remember. But,
You were in a hallway, but it was a hallway with windowed doors and windows to the outside.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
but regardless, we lost them. There's
Yeah.
only one requirement. Don't make it a public thing. Like, don't make like
Yeah.
a public
Yeah.
disturbance.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
something
exactly.
we prefer to not do.
That's, yeah,
And
that's what I mean
hold
by
person
if a
in
pro-
public.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of a disturbance.
Well, this is what I mean by the calling out as well. She wouldn't even like call out to him unless it was like basically no one around.
I believe we're gonna need Arya's stealth just to be like, hello there from behind.
Oh, no, I've got the
Hello.
great. Oh, god damn it! I've given me the fucking mental image of just Arya drops out the sky. Hello there. Bad guy turns around. General Tallithsyr.
Oh,
You are a bold one.
well, I feel like it's time to come up with an actual plan of action.
Yeah, because we still need
Um,
to find him.
Maybe
Well,
I
we
mean,
could-
would he come if one of the other professors? Well, I guess they'd have to
Maybe.
find him first, huh?
Hmm,
well, like,
I mean, could we get his schedule?
I'm not even like.
class he's in.
Pod.
Requisition him from the class. Is that a thing we can do?
Probably
I
not.
have no idea.
If he shows up to the
requisitioning
class.
from the class is probably it's like probably showing
yeah,
up and being
true.
like, "Hey, come here."
Because I mean, you always get those moments in school, usually, where like a random staff member or another teacher will dip
Yeah.
into someone else's class. I just need this student.
Where
for a
where
second."
4 random mercenaries turn up in your classroom and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Well-
we
well,
just
I
want
mean,
to talk.
They wouldn't be poking their heads through the door. It'd be me, and that'd be normal because I'm kind of working there.
Well, like normal was a bit of a stretch, but it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't be as bad as one of us going in.
Like,
No.
plus we're currently not armored, so it's not as bad as.
Yeah.
as
Well, I mean, Arya's always armored.
Yeah.
I don't suppose we could like. Is Lyra with us? Could Lyra like track him or something?
Lyra, Lyra,
Oh,
Lyra is with you." Yes.
Lyra's
Lyra's just been romping around the city with us.
Yep.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I just love thinking about her in like the city and everybody being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Well,
And she's very
I-
big now.
admittedly, in Argentellrand, people are less perturbed by the wolf than anywhere else.
That's fair.
Also, I
She was
think,
big though.
like, if I'm thinking, we might be better off just asking the professor if they can,
Yeah.
like,
at
or,
this
like,
point,
just like, if he's here, like, give us a heads up or something, we'll
Yeah.
kindly, because like, if he is the bad guy, we are definitely, like, I feel like he's not going to come back because he's probably got another spot, and on top of that, he's definitely going to warn that we're onto him if
He's working with others.
Shall I just
however,
say-
if we just like don't follow him, that like it's might still do so, but it's different.
How about we do a quick sending to the professors, and we'll go pay Tia Amakia a visit if we can.
Are we just not going to attempt to find him now?
Well, we're just. I feel like unless we see him for some reason,
Mm.
Yeah, I feel it'd be far easier to find him later.
like I think we should just be like, when we show up at this next class, basically. Like, we're not expecting to solve this problem today anyway.
We just want to,
Talk.
So if we let the professors know that there's someone we need to talk to.
Is there a range that you have to be in for alarm to work?
I don't think so.
Like once you've said it, it just is, right?
Oh yeah, I have to be within 1 mile of the area
Shit.
to get a
Okay,
ping.
never mind.
Well, it's Argentel. It's
Argentellrand's much bigger than a mile.
Argentellrand is quite big, yes.
well, a mile's quite far.
Not relative to a massive city.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my thought was going to be to like set alarm up on the room, and if anybody was in there that's not like one of the specified people, it would alert. So
I mean, in theory, no one can get in there anyway. It was one of the
yeah, but just in case, because
True.
shit's weird, and
That's
there
the
are
thing,
ways around
That's
stuff.
the thing. Do the lab doors have glass windows?
The regular labs do. The one that the Orrery is in does not.
Good.
I mean, like, the one that the Orrery is on is probably like a fireproof door. Because most of the lab ones are.
Then, I'm trying to think if it's better to like. I don't know. It'd probably be weird if I tried to ask all the professors if they saw this person.
Yeah.
But like, could I? But in theory, that'd be an easier way to find him quicker.
Well, you could always ask one of the professors to ask the other professors to keep an eye out for their student.
I could. Okay, so how about this? I will sending Professor Glanadell.
Okay.
Tell him to let us know, and then we'll head to Tiamakir.
Okay.
We'll head to the Imperial District and look for her. How does that sound to you guys?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will. In that case, I will cast sending to Professor Glanadell and say, we didn't see him at the canteen. Could you please let the other professors know to keep an eye out for him? We just want to talk.
Eventually the voice comes back. I'm in a lecture at the moment, but I will let them know as soon as I've finished.
Yep, that'll do.
Okay.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
So, you are headed out to the Imperial District.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you make your way into the Imperial District, and I guess give me a group investigation check again.
I guess I'm rolling again.
Okay.
Nice.
I win at blackjack.
After maybe an hour of sort of wandering around, taking a look at things in the Imperial District and asking around, you you find somebody who is capable of pointing you in the direction of the eccentric tinker Tir Amakir. And they basically point you in the direction of a small manor house. Have you got hiccups, Luka?
I do have hiccups, sorry.
It's okay. I just kept hearing this noise, and I was like, "Is that hiccups or?"
It's
I-
me,
I
it's me. I have hiccups. I don't know.
I only heard that last one. That was so cute.
No, I've been hearing them for a second, and I was like, Luka?
It's me, sorry.
It's okay.
I have the hiccups.
Aw.
Oh no!
Quick, have a big, nice, long drink of water.
The biggest F.
I tried.
Hold your breath and swallow 3 times. That's what
F in the chat. Anyway.
Yep.
Sorry. Yes. You are directed in towards a one of the smaller looking manor houses for the area, but still like reasonably large. As you wander up towards it, it doesn't look particularly like it doesn't look like the house of a mad inventor from the outside. It looks like just a regular old manor house. But as you approach the front door, you notice that the one of the set of double doors is ajar, ever so slightly, but ajar.
I mean, I think Elizabeth would knock anyway. I don't want to just walk into someone's house because it's slightly open.
Okay, so you walk up to the front door and knock.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no answer.
In that case, you just go, hello? Is anyone home?
So I think like you hear your voice like echo into like the entrance hall that is in front of you. Give me a perception check. Okay. You hear a faint whisper in Elvish that is quickly silenced.
Silenced in the way the speaker suddenly tries to stop, or silenced in the...
Silence as in, like, the speaker has suddenly been instructed to stop. It was faint enough that you could hear somebody speaking Elvish, but you didn't hear what was being said.
Okay, Elizabeth's gonna turn to the group and just say, pretty sure there's trouble in there.
Well, guess it's time to show ourselves in.
And then I guess, yeah, Elizabeth, like, uses her staff to, like, ease the door open.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you push open the
Try
door,
to-
and the 4 of you are stepping inside.
Well, we should probably be quiet about it. That's.
I mean, yeah,
Fine.
I don't think... I mean, yeah, at first we're not stepping inside, I just want a better look of what's inside.
Okay.
I don't want to just jump straight in.
Let me just do something real quick.
I am just opening the door.
I guess I can show you this.
Ah. Lovely.
concerning that there's a battle map.
Mhm.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, you see a white and black checkerboard entrance hall. 4 pillars hold up a like a I forget the word of it, but like a concave roof. And there is a set of wooden stairs on either side of a large wooden balcony that seems to be the beginnings of a second floor. In the corners of the 2 stairwells, there are 2 mirrored statues of an elven woman with long flowing hair holding aloft a wand. Appears to be the same woman, but it's just literally just mirrored.
Do I have any idea where the whispering might have come from, or was it just somewhere?
It was somewhere in the back of the room, because of the fact that you could you could barely hear it with your impeccable perception. Like whoever it is trying is a distance away and trying to remain hidden.
In that case, Elizabeth would just look into the empty front room and just say, "I think somewhere near the back. I think it originated from somewhere near the back of the room, but I don't know for certain. It was very faint."
I guess we'll just have to try and be quiet about it. I'll keep it No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't expect that. I was like, would I expect traps here? It's like it's a tinkerer, but also who traps their own house, right?
So you're stepping into the doors.
Yes.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. Just kidding.
I was like, damn. Fucking real, yeah.
That would be really fucking cool. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Elizabeth's just gonna go, "Arya, can you maybe disguise our approach?"
Yeah, sure, I can do that. I will cast Pass
Okay.
Without Trace.
Cast Pass Without Trace.
If I could only stop these hiccups with Pass Without Trace.
Oh, there needs to be a spell for that. Can we make a cantrip that just stops someone having?
I mean, that's lesser restoration.
Damn.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on, that's restoration. That's so much for just a hiccup.
I mean, it does his job.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
a little cantrip that'll find
okay.
a spell.
So you cast Pass Without Trace, and the 4 of you step inside.
Yep.
You get almost no further than where you are currently standing now on the threshold, before the sound of a door opening, and a series of heavy footfalls can be heard. And a voice comes down from the upper balcony as a figure stands up from hiding behind the balcony itself, and calls out, "That's far enough, Amber Eagle."
Oh shit. They
Wow.
know our name?
Okay then.
As I will reveal 2 figures.
Ooh. Ooh. Interesting.
And actually, as the second one stands up, or sorry, as the woman stands up and the heavy footfalls of what looks like a mechanical figure come to a halt as it stops by her side, probably a second figure stands up from the balcony as well. And Elizabeth, this one you recognise. So, standing in front of you, you see a high elven woman with long flowing red hair, who is basically she is dressed in a flowing long robe. Carries a is openly carrying a book, much in the same way that Elizabeth does. And as she says, "That's far enough, Amber Eagle," she is holding a pearlescent white sphere suspended above her palm, that is currently glowing blue. The heavy footfalls come to a stop, and you see a probably between like 9 and 10 foot tall mechanical humanoid that stands next to stands next to her and takes a defensive stance to shield her. She's still visible, but it the creature has taken like a defensive stance to like protect her. And the other figure that you see rising up from behind the balcony is indeed a Winter Eladrin, who you presume to be Mandatus. Except, unlike previously when you saw him, Elizabeth, he is still wearing his academic robes, but on his shoulders he has 2 large pads of a brass metal with rings of like I guess basically like metal consecutive metal rings that run down these shoulder pads and appear to be connected to a metallic belt that is like just above his waist, that is like reasonably thick and like goes all the way around it. That appears to be at least partially magical in nature by the way that it there is like a faint electrical blue glow that is running through these metallic circles.
Does she say anything else?
Well, she gets as far as that's far enough, Amber Eagle, by the time that you've taken all of this in.
Yeah, but okay. Does she say anything else after that, though?
Well, do you respond, first of all?
Well, this is kind of my point. Like, if she doesn't say anything else, I'll respond. Because Elizabeth's just gonna go. And
okay.
Who do we have the pleasure of addressing?
She looks down and says, by the way that you've got this far, I'd hope you already know.
Well, we have a clue of your name. However, we have not quite figured out your motives yet.
I think she holds the orb out like threateningly in front of her, and announces, for all of our sakes, it is better if you turn around and leave.
Yeah, don't really think that's an option.
Was that in character?
Yeah.
Yeah, she turns to look at you and just sort of again like holds the orb out like threateningly towards you and just says, "You really, really don't want to do this."
Neither do you.
Well, I think the question is, what would we be doing? Clearly, you have something in mind.
I think like she seems almost like not quite like taken aback, but surprised that her threatening intimidation is not like conveying the message, so to speak. I guess like she seems confused at the fact that like her threat is not being conveyed. she again like sort of like menacingly like threatens with this orb that she's holding, and says, "You're here to stop me because I tried to stop you. If you take another step, if you take another step, then I can't be held accountable for what happens next."
Wow, this lady's really got her self-importance up there.
Yeah, it's very confident.
So you're openly taking credit. For this sabotage.
She just like looks again like almost confused. As she sort of says,
We are.
No, I would have hoped our reputation would have preceded us more than that.
Well, like,
This is fun.
admittedly, they're just telling us stuff, and we're like, wait, are you really telling us this? It's like, wait, could you please
Also,
repeat?
I
And we're
wonder
like,
if she's more used to people like backing down if she tries to intimidate them with like a floating orb, and then like we walk in like, okay, and
yeah,
With a floating orb and a big suit of armor, am I supposed to be?
yeah.
like that's the vibe that I'm getting, is that she's more used to people like backing down as opposed to us just standing here like meh.
Most people see a mechanical guardian and an unnamed floating, clearly magical orb, and are a bit like, "Oh shit, that's wizard. Let's
See,
not
this is
do
what I'm
this."
talking about. If she knows who we are, I feel like we should know that we're be scared by this shit. But you know, maybe
Like,
we need to work on like
They know that you are like mercenaries and grand heroes. They don't know that you are also incredibly not bothered by death.
Yeah.
Well, if we're bothered by death, we are
worse
just
odds.
It's just that we
Yeah.
have faced
Yeah.
godlike beings and even fought alongside a literal god
Oh,
against an
well-
army of demons.
Yeah,
We're
I mean, that's
scared
not
by
something
some
we're
woman
exactly-
waving an orb.
Yeah, but
Right.
not
nobody
exactly
knows
we're gonna
that
go
apart
around
from you.
advertising.
Al-
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking more of like the giant machine that shot lasers of what and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
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 Like-
that
yeah.
also.
The giant
And
tank
the
thing is what we
tank.
faced.
Oh,
Yeah.
the tank was a lot.
Like we
tank.
didn't
Look, we
really
did
face
it.
the tank, but
The
We
laser
just
spider
dealt with-
thing.
So much shit in our lives that like this
Yeah.
lady popping
Yeah.
up here is like not gonna scare me.
Yeah.
Watch us be proven wrong in like
but yeah.
5 minutes.
she seems confused at the fact that like her threatening is not working, and she goes, "But you're here. You must know by now."
well,
What?
the only reason that we came in is because we heard sounds of distress. Besides,
Well, I
we
heard a
like
whisper get cut off at least.
I think she turns to Mendatus at that, and like in Elvish, just goes, "I told you to be quiet."
well, I guess distress
Oh.
might have been overstating it then.
But
Sorry, really quick question. Does he look here willingly?
Give me an insight check.
Sure, okay.
I mean,
Because I took the description of the shoulder and chain things to be like armor, but now I'm not so sure if that's the case.
Okay. He looks like he is like ready to fight you, but he is shitting himself about it.
Oh, this poor. Oh, yeah, all right. Does he look younger than Arya? I guess it's hard to tell, but
A lot younger, yes. Like he
boy,
like
he's a child.
he's an entry level university student.
Okay.
So he's probably like a
He's-
fucking teenager.
yeah, he's like 18,
Oh.
19.
Yeah, like he clearly looks intimidated, but he is prepared to fight you for whatever it is he's protecting.
Interesting.
And
And with that insight check considered, like Tia doesn't seem like her motivation here is a bit weird.
Yeah, like what
Yeah.
the fuck's going
Yeah.
on?
That's
yeah,
also what
I
I'm
mean, at this
thinking.
point, Yeah, Elizabeth's gonna speak up again
Yeah.
and just say, "Well, we came here because we found a strange device. It's clearly very well made, put on deliberately by someone who knows what they're doing, and we heard that there's a rather renowned tinkerer who lives here, and thought maybe we should ask them some questions. And you've just literally stood up and gone, yes, I did it. We were expecting a bit more of a. Well,
Usually
I don't know
the
what we
bad
were
guys try
expecting.
to protest their bad actions a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think we've met someone who's just so
Well-
brazenly stood up and gone, we did it.
Like,
That's not
hold up.
necessarily
So
true.
Like-
well,
like-
not so quickly anyway.
Before we call them bad guys, why did you do it?
Yeah, I mean that's all I want to know is why.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Well,
Grim?
Yeah, who's giving it?
well, like who else is persuading, right?
Yep.
Yep, yeah, Grim's persuading her to give him
Unfortunate.
the answer.
So, let's try that again. Nope, no, we're not trying again.
Okay.
We're not try- Well, like, hey, I still get to keep the 9, so it's fine.
You do get to
Fine,
keep the
yeah.
9. So
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. This is just thematically perfect. Like you devolve into just talking among yourselves. She is clearly like upset that she is no longer being taken seriously. She takes a step forward and just proclaims enough. Takes a step forward. The mechanoid like moves like with her in step to stay protecting her. She holds out like the orb like forward this time, like in front of you, and it begins to turn from blue to a dull orange.
Something like that.
I'm
And
sure that's supposed to be intimidating, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Um,
I think at this point we do have a sense of that there might be danger. I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know what this orb
like
is.
it turns like a dull orange, and she says, they told you you'd try and do this, and I'm not falling for it. There's too much at stake here. Now, be gone, or I guess she just like flicks the orb up into the air and like continues to like make a threatening gesture with it and just says, or I'll have to do something I really don't want to do.
Would you at least have the courtesy of
it's-
telling us who
okay.
they are?
Also, like, does she actually have anything to threaten us with here? That like
This
that,
orb.
that seemed. Yeah, that seemed like.
Give me an Arcana check.
Well, I'm more concerned. Like, is she just like bandying empty threats?
Oh, okay. So
Like
you want
she's pausing.
you want more an insight check.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like,
Yeah,
the way she's pausing.
Give me an insight check then.
Nice.
Like the way she is brandishing it and the way it behaves when she is holding it, you don't believe it's a weapon in and of itself. But whatever it does, she believes that like when she does something with this, something bad will happen.
Mm.
Hmm.
But yeah, Clara's posed a question.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I asked, would you at least have the courtesy of telling us who they are? Because she said,
They told
They
me.
would
told
say,
me about
yeah.
this. Yeah.
I guess to that she just responds with like in a like a hissed tone, just who do you think? The people who want to stop you, the people in masks.
In masks.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how many people in masks have tried to
The thing
stop
is, he's
us.
not wrong.
I know! It's really funny!
This woman's just a disaster.
we
This
have
poor woman is... What the fuck?
Okay. I think with that like one final interruption, she snatches the orb out of the air, like holds it between two fingers. It turns red, and she throws it to like down onto the ground, like about here, and turns to flee. And at that point, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
This is going to
Worst
be interesting.
intimidation ever.
Well, we weren't
She
even
did
at
her best.
It's so weird.
I feel like all
Yeah.
parties were confused for this entire conversation.
Yeah.
She certainly did her best.
Like we're not. Oh, I didn't click my token. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll again and then edit.
I did good.
I mean, she was trying her best. It just,
Yeah.
I mean,
It just doesn't work on us.
no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
That would have
the-
scared any. That would have scared
Oh.
like any other adventuring party shitless probably.
Well,
but we're just
like-
here like, and
Here's where a literal god shows up from that orb.
Yeah,
That
then
would
we're
be really
really
bad.
fucked.
here comes
Oh my God.
straight up like one of those big exploding demons from the
Yeah.
crossroads.
Mhm.
I was half hoping that our calm demeanor would, like, just calm her down in confusion, but no.
No, we just
Confusion
confused her, made her
rage.
angry.
Does
Yeah.
does the construct have any weapons, or does it just have a shield?
So I guess as it is the first creature in the initiative order, you will find out.
Fair enough.
Wait, did she get to run back yet?
Not yet. No. Like she is turning to flee as initiative starts. So the protector that is standing next to Tia, it doesn't appear to have like any specific weapon itself, but it has two large fist-like hands that have like almost like person-sized shields on them. Like it brings them up and then like essentially like moves to cover her as she escapes. And hang on, I have to. Yeah, I guess it will defend her for the moment because that's its immediate instinct. Elizabeth, you're up.
Cool. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I think Elizabeth's going to go up. Don't go anywhere just yet. And I'm going to cast Prismatic Wall.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Because I can do it in a 30-foot sphere around them.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that
so I'm
works.
going to make a Prismatic Wall sphere around them. It's
There's
a
one
range
way
of
to stop
60
them
feet,
from
so I
going.
can imagine that's going. I guess yeah.
Okay.
I can make it go up diagonally. So it like covers the balcony
Yep.
basically.
Okay. So you said 30 foot.
Yeah. And I'm going to designate, obviously, myself, Grim, Kelariis, Arya, and Lyra can move through it freely.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Is that right?
It's a pretty useful spell.
That's only 25. Okay.
Yeah, Prismatic Wall's awesome. If they try to leave that, it's going to really fuck them up.
Yeah, that's gonna really hurt.
Like, really
Yeah.
fuck them up.
Yeah, you should just not leave that.
Yeah.
Don't even try.
Oh, yeah, it's only like 9 saves.
9 saves!
A lot of
Yeah,
saves.
9
So
different
many
saves
saves.
for 9 different effects.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not
it's,
quite sure if that's how it works, but like it's
Well,
something.
well, no.
Oh,
you
Yeah,
don't-
well, it's
you don't do them
layered,
all at
right?
once. You don't
Yeah,
do them
it's
all
layered.
at once. You have to go through it one layer at a time.
Wait, so it takes
Oh, yeah,
9 turns to
7.
get through?
The wall consists of 7 layers, each with a different color. When a creature
Oh,
has to pass
7.
into it or pass through the wall, it's so 1 layer at a time through all the wall's
Oh my
layers.
god.
Oh.
As it passes or reaches each layer, it must make a dexterity save and will be affected by that layer's properties as described below.
Okay, that's about it. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so you spend your turn casting
Also,
Prismatic Wall.
anything that starts its turn within 20 feet of the wall itself needs to make a Constitution check, I believe.
Okay, that's on their turn though.
Yeah.
So there's a tiny spot in the middle where they're like safe.
Grim's gonna have a rough time as well.
Oh wait, do we have to make it?
No.
Or I
Yeah.
guess are we not affected by it because we're
No, yeah, I've designated
Okay,
you guys
it's
as
just
safe.
anyway. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Because it mentions I can keep people safe, then it says if another creature that can see the wall moves to within 20 feet of it or starts its turn there, creature
okay.
succeeds on a Constitution saving throw or becomes blinded for 1 minute.
Arya, you're
Not
up.
sure the spell. It's long.
That's not
wow.
helpful.
Elizabeth really just eliminated the threat here.
Well,
Well, let's not go that far.
I mean,
Well,
there is still a red orb, like an angry red orb, like
Yeah.
here.
Is it
Yeah, whatever
still
that's doing.
floating, or has
yeah,
it, like...
is it doing anything specific?
Well, as far as it is currently, it's turned red and it's bounced to that point.
Okay.
big question: in or outside the wall?
Yeah, that's
Oh
also a
yeah,
good point.
is it in the ball?
It's technically in the wall, yes.
Also, yeah, the
Huh.
walls- also,
That makes
technically the wall's opaque.
Okay.
So we
Oh,
can't,
so we
Oh.
can't really see.
yeah, we can't see into it.
Oh, so you can't see inside. Well, okay then. So you don't see anything.
Yeah, the wall's opaque. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Here's where they just teleport out, and we don't even know it.
Well,
They have to see
yeah.
to teleport out. Unless they
Well,
have-
only not
our
all.
level.
Unless they
teleporters,
cast
obviously.
teleport.
yeah,
Yeah.
unless they have our level of magic.
Which I doubt.
Well, they might.
Yeah, there's a chance. I'll give you that.
They created
Um,
a construct.
Okay,
Either
well,
way, we can just go in
uh,
and take them out.
well, since I can't see anything that's going on,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I will hold an action. And if anything starts going sideways, I'll shoot at whoever is coming out of the wall, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really know what else to do. Situation. Can they hear us in the wall?
I think
So
so.
without blocking sound.
Okay.
Also, it's only an inch thick.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll hold that action and then I'll yell. It would be nice if we knew why we were fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just confused right now.
Witch mask, guys. No.
Which mask?
Which guy's in there?
We
Don't
have
know.
so many.
Feasibly, anyone could.
Could
wear
be
a
anyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like, God,
Well, admittedly,
made 'em.
we've butchered most of the other masked guys.
we can't say that.
We have killed a lot of masked guys.
mask.
I don't think we've killed all.
So
Oh my God.
Have I ruined your encounter, Ferrous?
no. This is awkward because you can't see what's happening, so I have to think how to describe what is happening. So essentially, underfoot, you feel what feels like an earthquake very briefly.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
there is a crashing and a splintering of stone.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Uh,
That's not great.
Kelariis, it's your turn.
But
Go
we
for
didn't. Okay,
it.
we didn't see any change. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but there's a massive opaque bubble.
Well, yeah.
There was
But
there
I-
was
like, I-
there was definitely an earthquake-like vibration that ran through the ground under your feet.
Okay, great.
So yeah, let me mark off the spell slot. before I forget.
See, walking straight through the wall feels dangerous.
Yeah, that doesn't
Um,
feel safe.
Yeah, we need to position ourselves carefully and then go into the wall.
Yeah, I just don't want to wait too long is the other issue.
Yeah.
So we're not in danger by going too close to the wall, by my understanding.
No.
God, I
The
might
wall is
just
also very bright.
Yeah.
Like it's probably blinding in here now because it's 100 feet of bright light.
Oh my god. Very bright.
Yeah, I think I'm
Right.
gonna just run up. because I guess I don't know how far the wall goes, so I'm gonna run up thinking that I'm still trying to get up here, essentially. So I'm just gonna sprint, I guess, to the bottom of the stairs. I guess... God, it feels really excessive to Misty Step to the top of the stairs at this point, but I might just do it. Because I'm assuming I can see, like, here-ish.
Yeah.
Give or take, yeah. So I'm just gonna Misty Step up there and just be like...
Okay.
Because I can't go into the wall at this point.
Okay. I'm adding up all the effects of the layers of wall. It's like, so far it's 50 d6.
I realize there's probably a more efficient way to do that, but it's too late. I've already done all my shit, so it's fine.
It has been done.
Yeah, it would have been Misty Stepping, like, into the middle of it, probably, but...
Yeah,
Oh, no, because I guess not. Or Misty Step in the middle, but I forgot there's an incline, so it's fine. I'm here at the edge of the wall. I'm gonna run in next turn, I guess.
Okay, hang on. I just need to check something. That's fine. Okay, yeah, Grim, it's your turn.
Okay, well, it's going to be a simple turn. 1, 2. 10. Yeah, 50 feet. Like, I'm just going to dash up the side to the stairs.
Okay.
And I will also shout, let's try keep them alive, shall we?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing any lethal damage.
Yeah. I just want to contain them.
Okay.
Mostly because I don't think we have a reason
okay.
to fight her yet.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, she
if she's
sort
part
of
of the Dread Legion,
sabotaged the project, but
if
not a
she's part of the Dread Legion, I'll happily kill her, but I don't know for certain, so...
yeah.
Well, like, I feel like
What
she's
is your
confused.
spell save DC?
Mine,
Yeah.
19.
Okay. Okay.
It is just a wall of text if it's like squished like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend pulling it up somewhere else.
Yeah, I forgot how long it was. But yeah.
Okay.
The basic gist is the first 5 layers are just 10d6 of a damage type. Layer 6 can petrify them potentially, and layer 7 just banishes them.
Wow.
This wall is good.
Also,
I just remembered casting that has kickstarted my shield because it's an abjuration.
It has.
So
I think from inside the bubble in Elvish, you hear Tia exclaim, "Mandatus, don't just stand there. Use the armor."
Interesting.
And okay, so that is.
Trying to figure out what is armor grim like.
perfect. I'm not even concentrating on prismatic wall.
What a ridiculous spell.
I mean,
Well,
it is 9th
yeah.
level.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate abjuration.
Oh, that's unhelpful. Okay, I need to find out how a specific effect interacts with prismatic wall.
Like say anti-magic field.
No, not anti-magic field.
Because I know the interaction of anti-magic field, and it just makes a small hole the size of the anti-magic field.
Does it?
No, it
Does-
literally
and
says
I- and-
anti-magic field has no effect on it. So
Oh right, even
Yeah.
better.
And dispel magic only works in the violet layer.
yeah.
Screw you, dispel magic.
Counterspell's the only answer here.
And I
But
was
it's a
already
little-
and I was 65 feet away from it, so I couldn't have done that.
Yep. Well, unless.
And even then, to have a guaranteed success, you'd have to cast a 9th level counter spell.
Wow.
Yeah, but like that's only for guarantees.
Yeah.
We'll take we'll take RNG any day.
Yeah, she could have rolled for it.
Although
But,
it's still pretty bad.
it would have been a
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
he's what 19.
yeah,
Not great.
yeah. It's not ideal.
Oh, I thought it was higher than that. Well, it might be
It's
19.
10 plus the spell's level, I think.
Oh, okay. We have created confusion. Not
We
only
really
with the
Ferrous
money-
Yeah,
noise of
so
Elizabeth used prismatic wall. Ferrous is confused.
I have a problem here, I will admit, in that
it
um,
itself confusion.
lore wise, this armor should do more to the prismatic wall than mechanically it can do.
Ah,
Okay.
So actually, what I'm gonna do is I think I am gonna rule that.
don't hurt my big beautiful wall. It's my baby.
Actually, yeah, okay. I'm
The Bailey baby.
My 30-foot radius baby.
30-foot radius wall, baby.
God.
okay. So, Tia is gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
We can't see her.
And I'm 65 feet away.
And
Yeah.
meanwhile, Mindatus is gonna hold an action. So I'm gonna say that gets marked off. And I guess you can't even see what's happening to the layers of the spell. If it's inside.
I guess not.
Because you'd only see the final layer. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's that dealt with.
I mean, I still get to do damage.
Nope,
Oh,
not this way.
oh you probably summoned a demon or something that doesn't like fire, because the first layer is fire.
Nope. She just did cold damage to it.
Oh, yeah, that
Oh.
works.
Everyone knows that fire is weak against ice.
Yeah,
When it's
literally, if you do
fire
25
versus
cold damage to the first layer, it breaks.
I'm gonna say Mendatus can use the armor's ability. Can you roll me that 10d6, please?
Sure.
For the second layer.
First 10d6
That's-
ring.
Okay.
That's acid damage.
Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I can just roll it from his sheet.
Yeah, acid. And it's half on a successful save.
And it's what save?
DC 19.
But con save, right?
No, dex.
Dex save. Okay, that's fine.
The wall layers are always dex. The blindness is con.
Okay.
The blindness from starting your turn within 20 feet of the wall, con. But the layers are always dex.
So I'm gonna say it works like this. Okay, so that's that done. Guardian. I think the Guardian will move. Although, actually, hang on. I should move these to the GM layer. Because technically you can't be seen.
Well, I guess the only thing we've got going for us is that we can't be seen either.
Yeah.
Guess we should be moved to the player layer now.
Wow.
That would be wild and
Yeah,
impractical.
We just don't tell Ferrous what we're doing.
Ugh.
Okay, so that does that. That does that. Another 10d6, please.
Okay. I need to actually type roll. Exactly the same damage.
Wow.
Oh wow,
that
yeah.
one is that one's lightning damage.
Yep.
Unless it's the same layer.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, each layer breaks once it's done its thing.
Wait, it's only a one-time use? Wow.
Yeah, but it
Oh.
triggers multiple times.
Yeah, like as you try to pass through each layer, you get hit by each layer.
So that
Yeah, but I
is.
didn't know if it was like a different person going through. That was
Elizabeth, it's up to your turn again. Sorry, this is going to take a while because they have ways to get around it, but I have to make sure they're doing it properly.
Yeah. Elizabeth is going to. We're just going to say, sorry for blocking your shots, Arya. I just wanted to make sure they didn't get out.
That's fine with me.
And then she's going to go 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, like take cover behind this pillar and cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay, you mage armor. Arya.
Still can't see anything.
Still can't see anything. Just gonna sit there holding an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and hold an action. Lyra is gonna move.
I'm just imagining like Arya's just got an arrow knocked and she's starting to get that like video game thing where your hand starts to shake.
Yep.
Yep.
Lyra's gonna move up here. And also hold an action. If anything comes through the wall. Nom.
Chomp.
Chomp.
There
Okay.
uses crunch.
Love the crunch.
See, crunch is probably the best analogy because if you do knock them prone, you do lower their defense.
not against ranged attacks, you know.
Yeah, but a range would be a special attack because it's ranged.
Okay.
Yeah, but you make it harder.
Yeah, that works. Kelariis, you're up.
I'm hoping I don't have regrets walking through this wall.
Okay.
In goes Kelariis.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know that the door is blocked, so I'm gonna step through. I guess I can just go through the wall.
Yeah, you can step through the wall. This does reveal some things to you.
Great.
Things
That's what I'm worried
yeah.
about.
For starters,
Oh wow, they're just here.
yeah,
Fuck.
you
Oh,
step
wow.
basically into the Guardian. And Dartus is there. Also, there's been a bit of light remodeling while you've been away.
I'm assuming that was the shaking and crafting.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we
Oh.
go.
Hole.
As a hole has been blown through the floor, and a very large and very angry iron golem is currently pounding its way through layers of the wall. It is already down to blue.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep. Great. Cool.
Right.
I don't know anything about the way that constructs work. That's probably not true. Kelariis does. Oh wait. Yes, we do. They're all self-powered, right? Probably.
Most are, yes.
Oh, that acid damage would have fucked it up.
Okay. Well, I'm sure this is gonna go fine. I do want to try
Oh,
to deal with.
Technically, she should actually be standing, because if she was standing close to the wall, she should be standing here, so she's not taking damage from the wall. But yeah.
Can I see this space here behind her?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I could just. I don't really want to get smacked by a big construct. Is really my issue here.
God, it's already down to blue. Oh, that sucks.
It's already down to blue.
Um,
Yeah, they
yeah, I'm-
burned all of their like a lot of actions and a lot of powerful skills to break the existing layers.
I mean, worth
Yeah,
it.
I guess what I'll do is I'll yell. I recognize it as a golem.
I mean, you recognize it as a golem in the sense that a golem is anything that is made out of material but is inanimate.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess then I'll just yell out. We've got an iron golem as well, and I'm gonna Misty Step here and try to knock her out.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start hitting her to try to knock her out. Is basically what I'm doing.
Okay. The
So-
guardian immediately like reflexively like moves to shield her. Like it is literally bending over to protect her.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you can still try to attack her. She just gets bonuses.
Yeah, I figure. Smiting her is probably not a good idea, so I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I
Yes.
could probably get in a couple smites, but
It depends. If you want a non-lethal, you can't non-lethally
Yeah.
smite.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
I
can probably,
know.
she can probably take like one smite.
I'm gonna
at
take
full
2.
health, right?
well, we don't know. I'm not going
Yeah.
to. I'm not gonna risk it. Not on her.
Well, like on the other hand, we
Yeah.
don't have our armor. Well, like I assume we don't have our armor because why would we?
We were
Yeah.
just wandering around town.
You do not. I'm gonna say you do not have
So it's-
armor.
That's fine.
Right.
Do those hit?
Yes.
There you go. The radiant's a little unfortunate. I'm realizing, but you
Yeah.
know, it is what it is.
Doesn't the
It still counts as weapon
guard
damage,
thing
right?
do something?
AC, I think. I was assuming from the way that.
Oh,
Ferrous
that
was.
might be.
Yes. It functionally gives armor class.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like disadvantage or just take damage or.
Grim, you're up.
I am up. And I am going up.
Yeah.
Great.
Look.
Well, he's
it's
down at
fine.
the moment. He's
1,
about to go
2,
up.
3, 4, 5. Well, I guess I would be rushing through. So
Okay.
6, 7, and then I will basically just almost run into
Yep.
Mandatus.
this guy.
So the thing you notice like immediately as you like run up to him, like his armor is now like crackling with electricity. Like it looks to have taken like a big like a reasonable chunk of acid damage to the actual armor itself. But it is the armor appears to be projecting an aura that is slowly eating into the wall.
Mm.
Interesting.
Oh, actually, maybe Grim. Maybe we should switch.
It's too late now. Also, I can't really do much.
Yeah, because he
Um,
sprinted.
Yeah.
I am like I'll move. I'll move over here, I guess.
Yep.
Actually, this seemed like it would be awkward standing
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like
light
half-
wall.
half
You
in.
you run towards him, like break through the wall, see he's there, and just like, oh shit, slide.
Well, then I would end here, now wouldn't I? Like, yeah. But no, slide.
Side slide. God.
Like I wanted to go between the legs, but just wasn't practical.
Okay.
Slide between their legs, hold the sword upright. That'd hit him where it hurt.
Okay. Oh shit! I realized I didn't actually. That's fine. So I guess Mandatus will like seeing you like sprinting forward. He is instead going to like he clamps his hands onto like 2 handles on the side of the armor, and
I feel like I need to get lucky on this one.
yeah, he grasps the handles on 2 sides of his armor and like funnels like arcane energy into the armor itself, and get big.
Oh,
Oh.
I got one of those, but different.
I could do that.
I've got one of those.
Oh, Grim, you have to do yours.
And I need to roll a
Very
d6.
funny, actually.
Okay.
They just both get a little bit bigger, like, yeah.
Okay, I need to.
Actually, no, Graham, this is great. You can stand in his space now, being disadvantaged.
Start smacking his knees.
Yeah, you can just like
Go
run
for the
behind him
knees.
constantly.
It's the shinning. No.
Oh no.
Bite his legs off.
Tia.
God, I do have a lot of regrets now. I did forget we weren't wearing armor.
It'll be fine.
Tia will also cast a spell.
Great.
And yeah, I don't think there's anything anybody could do about it. So
Right,
she goes invisible.
Shit.
Joy.
Well,
Actually, I'm just gonna mark her as invisible because she isn't gonna move, so she's just gonna stay in the same place. She's just invisible.
let's hope she at least is blind.
Oh yeah, at the start of their turns, they should have taken
Oh, yeah.
con saves to avoid being blinded.
But they both already failed, so
Oh, so they're blind.
Oh,
Excellent.
right.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah.
But like, it's
Not that we
fine.
really know anyway.
I guess we might notice them being a little disoriented. It's fine.
oh yes, the
Give it
Guardian.
time.
So the Guardian, by the way, that looks to have been like scorched by lightning. It's it already seems to like be recovering from the scorching. And as its mistress disappears, it takes a stride around to form a defensive stance and takes 2 swings at you, Kelariis.
Unfortunate. Do I have my shield?
I will be merciful and grant you a shield.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, you can just have the shield on your back.
A 13 and a 23.
Only the 23 hits.
15 bludgeoning damage as a fist comes crashing down into your shield arm.
Okay. That's not the... You know, that could have been worse, is what I'll say. Wait, I think so. Hold on. Let me double check, because I have...
Elizabeth.
One of the things I took was...
Cool. With my arcane knowledge, do I know if iron golems are susceptible to like dispel magic that some golems are? Like, do I know that golems can?
Give me an
Am I
Arcana
remembering that
roll.
right? Thank
Because
you.
some constructs are vulnerable to dispel magic,
Yeah.
yes. Hard to recall.
Okay. In that case. Yeah, in that case, I guess. Knowing there's an iron golem in there as well, seeing that companions have gone in, I don't want to leave them alone, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
I go, oh, this is interesting. And as my bonus action, I will just Misty Step up the balcony.
Okay.
Right about there. And then... yeah, I've already moved there. So I guess I'll just... Actually, I'll just firebolt the Guardian.
Okay.
Don't know if that hits.
It does.
Nice.
Nice.
Whoosh.
Bam. Okay, yeah, explosion impacts the back of the Guardian, it reels a little. Arya.
Well, everybody's gone in.
Oh, Arya,
Except
please don't
for
run
me.
straight forward. Oh no.
Yeah. That would be bad.
I guess you don't know though, and I wasn't specific. I'm sorry.
Like, the only thing you do know is that there was the ground shattering orb, which
Yeah.
Which could mean anything.
could mean anything. That's true.
But
The
it was in
orb
that
is
direction, so...
gone, correct? I'm assuming that's where this thing came out of. More or less.
It currently is not visible.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't really want to go in. I don't know what's up in there. But I'll send Lyra in.
Okay.
I guess she'll just like step through.
Okay.
And
She sees a
begin
golem
doing
just like the golem is just like pressed up against the wall, like like arcane energy like crackling through its form as it just tries to push through the wall.
Great.
Build that wall.
Well, that's a problem. So she's gonna go down here and attempt to bite it.
Okay. You attempt to bite the iron golem.
Yeah. Don't know how well that's gonna work, but we'll try it.
My poor
Lyra's-
teeth.
Lyra's
No.
got, Lyra's got magical teeth. It's fine.
She has got magic teeth, yeah.
She does.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Chop.
She cannot
Does
knock
it.
it prone,
Yeah.
but it does take 14 piercing damage.
It's not bad, not bad.
If I shot an arrow into the... Well, that would be dangerous. We shouldn't be shooting blindly.
No.
Like, well, but if it is down to blue, it would technically work.
Yeah, it's theoretically possible now.
Yeah, its projectiles are no longer blocked.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Arya.
I'll
Go
just
wild.
wait. I don't know what's behind there. Like, I could be shooting anybody. I could be shooting one of you guys.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Yeah.
Or Lyra, which would be really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. The last thing you want is to walk in there and see one of your arrows at Lyra's.
Yeah, that would be not fun. I'll just hold another action, and if anything gets...
Okay,
I'll shoot it.
cool.
Aya's on sentry duty.
The golem prototype. It hasn't been given a new instruction, so it's going to continue to do the instruction that it was given. Can you roll me... Actually... Yeah, can you roll me 10d6, please?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, that's bad.
okay. The golem...
Those ones and twos.
The golem like crackles with frost as it like burns through like the another layer of the wall, taking it down to indigo.
6.
Wait, but like, it doesn't actually state anywhere that the layer breaks once you go through.
It doesn't, but it also doesn't make any sense that it just stays there dealing damage.
Sure. Well, like it makes
has
sense.
to
To,
do
like, I'm not gonna change your judgments. It's fine.
I think I see where Minnie's going. I think Minnie's going that like each person should have to go through each layer like
Well,
on
it
their
doesn't
own.
matter. Well, next time.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, I would agree with you, except other spells don't behave that way.
There is a line that says that the layer is destroyed by the means specific to each layer.
Yeah, the reason that's there is it means you can't dispel magic through all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
You have to destroy them one by
I guess
one.
the last one.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense to me that the effect remains, because otherwise this would be the most broken spell in existence, and you literally cannot
That's
get out of it.
yeah,
it.
that is true.
That
Anything
said,
that tries to get
that-
through it could take 50 d6.
yeah, but
Yeah,
on the
that's
other
a
Have a
hand,
chance to
weird-
be petrified, plus it would have a chance to just be banished from existence.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a weird
Banished to another
way
plane.
that bit is
Yeah,
worded
like,
specifically then.
the only reason why I'd say the only counter argument to that would be, in theory, you're not forced through that wall.
True.
You could literally sit in the middle and nothing. But like, yeah, sure, we would try and get you through, but
Yeah, I'm ruling it this way because if it was any other way, the fact that you can encapsulate an entire group of people like this just there would be no counter effect.
Yeah. No, I totally get why you're doing it, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
I'm still
cinematically very cool. So
Yeah. And I'm still getting my 50 d6 out, so
yeah, you are.
Yeah, they're still doing a lot.
Which is pretty much what you would get from the other 9th level spell of this level, which is Meteor Swarm.
Oh my god.
And plus, it's actually doing more than Meteor Swarm, but yes, because it's doing disables as well. Kelariis, you're up.
Wow, I did just like remove most of my smites like a goddamn fool. my thing. I'm such an idiot.
You removed them.
Or like I unprepared them.
Oh,
Unprepped.
Oh, the
yeah.
special smites.
I thought you
Yeah,
accidentally
my
deleted
special
them.
smites. No. I could add them back if I did that. I don't know that that she hasn't moved next to me.
Well, nothing gave you the indication that she'd moved, so technically.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I will try one swing where I believe that she was last.
Yeah.
And then my other swing will go to. The
So yeah,
Guardian
you can do that with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, that's my.
Okay,
first
that
one,
is still a hit.
That's just against her.
Okay.
And then my other one is this one.
Okay, yeah, that's also a hit against the Guardian.
I think I will smite this Guardian.
Okay.
Do it.
Third level. Oh god, it's been a hot second. It's 2 plus, so that's 4. I'm assuming it doesn't get anything weird extra.
It does not. It's only a construct. Boom. Okay, yeah, you smite the Guardian, and like the energy just like burns through the Guardian. Like this thing is durable and seems to be able to like have some arcane way of repairing itself. But yeah, like it still seems to take a decent chunk of damage from just being hit.
Nice.
Grim.
Well, I think I'm just gonna hope that my sword is pretty good against this guy. With that said, yeah, let's give it a go. I guess you get advantage because they're blind.
Oh, technically, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't factor that. I was factoring it for them, but not the other way around.
Well, now we know.
Oh wait, I'm clicking on
And
my inventory items instead of.
And some of the mechanical effects in D&D are just fucking overcomplicated.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this hits now that I think about it.
A 22. Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Like, because he has the crazy armor, so I was like, is that enough? Is
Look
a
at
30 enough?
30. I would hope a 30's enough. I'm not worried.
Okay, so the first 2 swings, you connect, and you you connect with the armor, but you basically some of the the pipes and the mechanisms that are holding this thing together rupture, and you basically watch as the armor shifts, loses energy. He becomes normal size again, and in the process of basically becoming normal size, it's almost like the armor suddenly becomes heavy again, and he basically goes from being giant to being normal sized in the air, hitting the ground, being brought down by this set of armor for you to basically just backhand him to the ground.
Oh my god!
He is unconscious.
Oh my god!
Oh, and that technically disables the passive
bullied
effect
this
of his
kid.
armor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Knock out.
Okay, I feel like this kid there might be something up, but
Yeah.
on the other hand,
You still have movement and bonus action.
yes. Wait, he's small now, right?
He is small and currently on the floor, unconscious.
Honestly, I think I'm just. Now that I think about it, I should probably just action surge because,
Okay.
I don't want to see what it can do.
Flank that Guardian.
Flank that Guardian.
Flank that Guardian.
Surely that'd be a Lord Shaxler. Flank that Guardian.
There we go.
Look at all these.
Why aren't you throwing more grenades? Technically that's not with advantage because the Guardian is not blind.
But it's flank.
Wait, but this is not the Guardian, right? This is just that guy.
No, he's unconscious.
He's
Yeah,
unconscious.
he's unconscious.
Oh, okay. He's
Yeah.
like. I see.
He's down.
Yeah,
he's
like
knocked
you
out.
broke his armor and then like
Yeah.
because he became
Because-
small, you just knocked him unconscious.
But also, he's
Smacked
still
him.
big on our screen, and he doesn't have the X, so I think that's why.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I
he's.
thought-
I made him small.
No,
no,
roll
he's
20
big.
may be having a fit.
yeah, he's still big.
Yes,
on us.
that's why I was like, oh, I thought he was conscious on the floor. Like that's why I
Oh,
was like,
yeah, maybe refresh roll 20 because it's normal for me.
Yeah.
Okay, refresh roll 20.
Roll 20 has had a lot of fits lately,
Yeah,
which is
he
understandable.
hasn't got an X through him, but he has got an unconscious logo because he's not dead.
yeah, that's
I'm not dead.
good. Just mild
He is-
toasted.
he is
I'm very
KO'd.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, he might be
Is-
slightly electrocuted, but he's fine.
Oh no. He is still big after refreshing, but
Oh, weird.
yeah, and he doesn't
It
have
might
a
be
thing.
your end because I guess it is
I'll-
also unlikely that all three of ours break at
Yeah,
the same
I'll
time.
refresh it
Yeah,
and see.
I mean, same here.
Yeah, so Manny, do you want to move and come smack this guy?
Well, I guess I wouldn't want to undo all this work. So
Yeah.
it won't.
Hit Guardian.
Also, I would be flanking anyway, so it's
Yes,
fine.
you do technically
Yeah.
have advantage. Yeah. Yes, I forgot.
Don't worry about it. Just
There we go. The patented. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Don't
It's fine.
worry about it.
Oh
It's
yes,
fine.
how
I don't-
strange.
Didn't mean patented, but
I
Yeah,
think it's
oh,
patented.
it's patent now. Like anybody else uses it?
No, hang
I-
on. Patent pending. We have to say patent pending.
Oh
We don't
no,
actually have it. That would be.
dang it!
You need to. We're gonna try and patent it though.
Okay, is he small and unconscious now?
yes.
He
Thank
is
goodness.
Oh.
He's small and unconscious now.
small and unconscious.
Well, technically
Don't
he's
don't quote
medium-
that out of context.
Technically, he's medium and unconscious, but
That's fine. Close
Okay.
enough.
So that's 3 swings against the Guardian. But all hit. Damn. Okay. Minus 18. Minus 19. And with the last swing, the Guardian collapses.
Nice.
nice. Was that all of them? No, not quite.
Nope, it was not.
That's what you call teamwork.
That's fucking teamwork.
Now that's what I call teamwork, Guardian. That's Lord Shack's impression.
Yes.
He
Tia's
tried.
turn.
She's without her guardian, blind and invisible.
Yeah.
I don't think I can counterspell her though if I can't see her.
Yeah, she's gonna disengage.
Damn. One day I'll cut that thing off.
Yes, unfortunately, you can't attack of opportunity. Oh wait, you can attack of opportunity against somebody who's invisible, but yeah, you can't attack of opportunity when she disengages. And she will run over to the unconscious fellow. Guardian is unconscious, is incapacitated. Elizabeth.
I think Elizabeth would look to Grim and Kelariis and go, "You can handle Tia, right?"
Oh, yeah, I think actually what Tia will do with her remaining action is she will call out and say, Golem, deal with the intruders.
Great.
Okay.
That's
Actually,
just-
that's
She will
actually, in
change the
that case-
golem's order.
Yeah. In that case, actually, Tia will Elizabeth will look to Tia and say, "You don't have to do this, you know.
You can't
we
look
can
at her,
stand
she's
down."
invisible.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I'll call out to her, like, "You don't have to do this, you know. You can just stand down." And I will turn to the golem. What can I do? See, this is the problem. In order to be ready for a detective investigation, I got rid of I unprepared a lot of my combat spells, or at least my offensive spells.
Well, I'm assuming you have something left.
I'm just gonna. I'm guessing I can't just make another Arcana check to be like golem magic dispel.
Wait,
No, you've already done that once. So
Yeah, exactly. So
you can just go for it, I
yeah,
guess.
I'm just gonna go for it.
okay.
I'm just gonna third level dispel magic on the golem.
Okay, you cast spell magic on the golem. Nothing happens.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my turn then.
Okay, Arya.
Trying to communicate.
I'd really love to know what's going on inside this one.
You can ask.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not really the time, is it?
There's a time and a place for talking, and it's not in the middle of a
Yeah.
fight, according to Arya.
Okay, I'm gonna dash. Go up here, and then I'm gonna enter the wall
Okay.
and see all this shit that's
The carnage that is going on, yeah.
Yep. There's a golem
and then Lyra's gonna bite this thing.
Okay.
Chomp.
Yeah, you're involved.
There's a hit.
Bad, not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep, 16 piercing.
That's actually average damage. Wow.
Yeah,
there's-
not bad for a summon,
Yeah.
or not a summon, a companion.
Well, you know, it's 1 over.
Now that's meaty.
She's a lot of hit points too.
Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. The golem will, upon being given its new instruction, turn around. Will try to slap the wolf away with its open hand.
Rude.
30
wolf?
to hit.
Yeah.
13 bludgeoning. That's really low.
Lol.
Don't slap my wolf.
And it will go stomp, 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 yeet.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
dude.
literally yeets itself into the air and brings
Can you
its.
Can you even fit up here, buddy?
It is currently like hanging onto the edge, and it will
Lovely.
swing at you, Elizabeth, with the sword. It does
Okay,
do
I will-
so
I will
with
shield reaction, so that's 20 AC.
does so at disadvantage. So that's 23,
Yeah, still hits even with the shield.
15 slashing damage.
That's fine.
Could be worse.
Kelariis, you're up.
It's like a little
Hi.
bucket shield.
I'm gonna do something that I haven't gotten to do yet, which is take out the baton and slam it in the ground.
Okay.
Because that lets all of us know, or that lets all of us sense location of any invisible hostile creature, in addition to a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, nice.
So Grim, please go do something.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
I can't do anything this turn. That was an action.
Fine.
Yep.
I mean,
Kelariis drops Well of Radiance.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Yeah.
go for a body block, I guess.
Yeah, I pop Wall of Radiance. It's fine, guys. Plus everybody gets a +1 bonus to AC and so on.
That means
You know.
That means I've got 21 AC right now.
It does.
Also, it's very bright in here now.
Yep.
Well, it was
I mean,
already
it was
very
already
bright.
pretty bright, yeah.
We're like
Yeah.
surrounded by a light sword and
Well,
a
it's even
flaming
brighter now.
sword, and it's like we have so much light.
Grim, it's your turn.
It's 'cause
Well-
we have a light.
So this means I can actually detect the lead,
You can see her, yes.
but also there's this like I feel like I need to deal with the lady first because the Iron Golem is not going to
Yeah.
flee.
No, we're just gonna keep coming to punch us.
Nimble,
Okay.
Yeah.
nimble gnome things. Hopefully,
It attempts to slam you with its fist at 25.
yeah, that's about double.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, you're alright.
You'll
Wait,
live,
is
Grim.
it magical bludgeoning?
It is magical bludgeoning, yes.
Ah,
But like
You'll-
regardless, I'm
you'll
not wearing
live.
armor.
Oh yes, he's not wearing armor, so it doesn't get the reduction anyway. It,
So-
it slams the ground next to you, Grim, and you struggle to stay on your feet. But yeah, you
It's
make it
fine.
to your target.
Oh yeah, I forgot because I reloaded my character sheet closed.
oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
Swing, swing, swing.
I thought you said I forgot to reload, and I'm like, do you reload swords?
You do a destiny kind of.
Oh,
Yes.
With a gnome, you never know.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my god.
Gun- Gun-
Gunblade.
Fucking
Yeah, Final Fantasy Gunblade.
gnome artificer
God.
with gunblade.
Okay, well,
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Extremely extra.
Actually, no. I think Minnie should do like Monster Hunter, and he should have a gun lance.
Gun lances are meh.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
she turns to like raise like magic against you, and you just as you are wont to do, just 1-2 punch.
Yeah,
Donk.
that's
Oh, nice.
Down like a sack of bricks.
well. Okay,
Nice one, Grim.
this. Okay, we've got. There's just the iron monstrosity to deal with.
Yep.
Mm.
Even though I say a monstrosity, I am kind of impressed as always.
Um,
It's very grim. of
Elizabeth.
yeah. Does my So I don't know that this spell magic doesn't do anything, but is there anything else I know about what might be good against this golem?
Having not encountered one before, you're not sure.
Okay. Yeah. I just figured I'd check first. I guess if it's made of metal, does it count as wearing metal armor?
I will say so.
Like, can I shocking grasp with advantage then?
You can.
Bzzzt.
Yep.
That hits.
Cool.
It takes 14 lightning damage.
And it has no reaction, so
Okay.
bye.
Oh, it had no reaction anyway because it already used it to punch Grim.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's fine.
Like I'm just punchable.
I mean,
Highly.
Arya.
Look, many people would agree.
Many people would agree.
I think Arya's one of them.
Arya,
Given she's
sometimes.
literally done it.
Well, less over time.
Yeah, we've gotten past the immediate punching stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the thing up here.
Okay.
Yeah. You beat it all out of each other in that illegal fighting ring.
I don't know. I feel like it's just because Elizabeth has
Hit.
taken the punchable throne.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Sam.
really though.
Nice.
Okay.
So this thing
Shiny
is
punch.
on the ledge, right up here.
It is. Yeah, it is currently like halfway up the balcony, like pulling itself up. It doesn't seem to care what destruction it causes in its efforts to complete its objective.
Could Lyra reach it feasibly?
She could jump up and grab its leg, I guess.
Okay.
Jump
I'm gonna
attack.
do
Pull
that.
it down.
Chomp.
She cannot pull it down. She's not that strong.
Big chomp.
Hit. Just about.
Nice.
Okay. 14 piercing damage. Prototype pulls itself up to its feet. And will try to lay into Grim twice.
What have I ever done?
14 and a 19.
No, they're both hit because I
Okay.
was like, oh, the +1 AC, but it's not enough.
23 and then 31.
Wait, even with your shield, Grim?
Yeah, like I have like 10 and then +3 for my shield.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
So how much did you say?
He's got
24
exactly
and
23
31?
followed by 23 followed by 31.
23.
That's a bit more scary in terms of
Yes.
damage.
And
Now it's actually
30.
rolling properly.
30. Oof. Yeah, that hurts.
That's its turn. Kelariis.
I'm gonna step forward. Is that flanking enough? Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm going to, just say to Grim, do you mind taking a step to the left? I guess
You-
your left. And I'm gonna hold my attack in hopes that Grim fucking listens to me.
Okay.
Look, I'm
Wow.
gonna try to be strategic for
Yeah.
once in my life.
Get that
I
advantage.
can't believe.
Yeah.
Grim, your turn.
Also, it will benefit both of us, so like...
Yeah, it will.
I will step slightly to my left. Although my slight left is still quite a lot to left for Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 steps left, but it's fine.
Fine. Just a single flip to the left. Well, here we go again.
Okay.
Oh, I decided to do all the rolls this time first. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mix it up a little.
So it takes 12, 7, and 6. However, you notice that the flames from the Red King's treachery like heat the metal and almost seem to settle its armor back into place. It regenerates hit points from fire.
Oh,
Interesting.
Well,
Oh.
turn off the fire, Grim.
Big F.
yeah, I should not have done all these attacks in one go.
It's okay.
Admittedly, it's like just it's a free action to stop it, so it's fine.
Yeah, you still did more damage than you did healing.
It's a good job Elizabeth didn't firebolt it.
Ha.
That would have just been like 20 hit points straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I forgot it didn't have a reaction thing, 'cause otherwise that's what I would have done.
Can I take
Yep.
swing?
Uh.
2.
Nice, big swings.
I'll smite on the second one. Same as the other one. So. Oops. If I could type a roll correctly.
Okay, yeah, you lay into it with the full strength of your divine wrath and manage to score 2 big hits in the back of its armor plating. Elizabeth.
Cool. Yeah, it doesn't say I can't do this, so I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on it. On
Okay.
Golem. It only says it doesn't work on undead, so
Well,
yeah.
that's that might be...
Yeah,
It's a 19 spell save.
what is the effect that it inflicts?
Oh right, yeah, that's a good point. It's too late now. Paralyzed.
It is immune to paralysis.
God damn it.
This is not your fight. Well, I
No,
guess
really
kind
not.
of is, but also kind of not.
I mean,
It's not when I've got rid of all of my good lightning damage spells that aren't chain lightning.
she did a third of the HP to the Shield Guardian, the Golem, and what's his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I said like kinda, because it's like
Yeah.
good start and
I
it's
did
like
pretty
you-
much
And
all of them
and
something
you
else.
stopped the main villain from literally just fucking leaving. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Arya.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
I guess
Sabotage
this
my
ledge is too
invention.
high for Lyra to like jump on it, right?
No, she could feasibly make it up.
Do a run.
It will be a standing high jump plus climbing, so it'll be most of her movement.
That's fine. So she's gonna climb up here. And then I'm gonna shoot the thing again.
Okay. Hit.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. This thing is starting to look less and less like a golem and more like a mobile pile of scrap metal.
Nice.
However, that does not stop it from basically like dropping the faceplate on its armor and exhaling a cone of gas,
Ooh.
hitting Grim and Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Gas.
Well, on the bright side, y'all get like a +4 to your save.
You do.
I'll take it.
yeah.
Is that counting Well of Radiance as well? Because doesn't that affect
Yes.
saves? Yeah.
Yes, because I have a +3 from charisma, and
Constitution
then
saving
it's-
throw, please.
Well, you know, I should have a chance at least.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Oof, surprisingly.
Nice,
Bad.
16.
Yeah.
There we go. It's
But
fine.
before I tell you, do you want to?
No, well, actually, I don't know. Now you mention it, like it's not like there's going to be anything else. I don't. I'm just gonna.
Don't say that.
It's
No, like-
Indomitable is on a short rest, so.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm thinking.
It's,
But
it's worse though.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Okay, so Grim fails, Elizabeth succeeds.
Rip Grim, yes.
51 damage.
Can I?
What type?
Poison.
Do I take no damage?
No, you take half.
Okay. Can I protect Grim if I'm also taking damage?
Yes, you just don't gain the benefits of it yourself.
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Okay, so
Well, I guess
Grim.
So
I'll not
51 halved is 25. My shield completely absorbs it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay. However, it
I've
does not
got
protect
28
you,
left.
so you take
No, I'm down to
25.
See, I take 25. So which means I just take 22 health damage.
No, but you because you used your shield on Grim, you reaction shielded Grim. You no longer get the effects of your arcane ward.
Oh, okay. So my shield didn't take damage at all. That's
Yeah, you just take the 25 directly to your health.
fair enough then. Worth it.
Wait, so just to be sure, so I don't take any damage now.
You don't take any damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
that's what I thought, but like I would
Yeah,
sort of
ward
wait
completely
now.
absorbed all of it.
Yeah.
Thank God for being resistant to all types of damage, except force.
Indeed. That is its action, Kelariis.
I'm gonna smack it,
Okay.
please.
Very hard.
Hopefully. I'd like to attempt to smack, is what I should say.
See,
2
fellas,
hits.
We're doing good. We're doing the classic tank and spank.
I'll do. I'll smite. I guess. I'll do the first smite. Yeah, I'll just do one. It'll be just be a
Spank
first
it,
level.
Kelariis.
Okay. Fun fact: you left it on 1 HP before the smite.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
So Kelariis, like you, as this thing like exhales poison gas over Grim and Elizabeth, you like pull back your sword arm and like plunge it twice into the torso. The second time with a burst of radiant light. The golem like almost like wrenches the sword out of your grasp as it turns, and it turns to face you, except its legs don't go with it, and it basically just torques its entire upper torso into scrap.
Rip.
Nice.
And it collapses in half.
Very nice.
All right.
Wow.
And that is that.
Yeah. Well, with the golem collapsing, I'll dispel the prismatic wall.
Okay, you dispel the prismatic wall.
That's the funny thing. I don't think you actually can.
Even then, it only lasts 10 minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah, I know,
Ah,
but like
yeah.
it's just one of those minor quirks that doesn't matter this time. But like,
Yeah.
Might matter in
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
I guess 'cause I'm not concentrating.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, continue.
it's
The
fine.
things happen.
Well,
Well, nice work, guys. That was a good one.
that
You
golem
okay,
was
Grim?
like I'll make do. I'll do one of these. Oh,
Oh, rip.
Oh,
only
Wow.
plus 20.
That's
only
really.
plus- Yeah, I was about to be like, oh, that's good, and then I went, hang on a minute.
That's literally the worst Grim can roll.
You know what
It's
though?
fine.
A base just plus 20 on a bonus action, not awful.
Yeah.
Once per
Alright.
short rest, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really not the
Yeah.
worst.
We're doing all right.
Okay. At
But
this point,
that
Elizabeth's gonna
said,
go. Yeah. Elizabeth just goes, right. Who's got the rope this time?
well, I
I'm gonna
guess
start searching them for arcane foci.
like this. I generally usually I don't want to do this, but I think in this case I'll make it. We should probably get that guy out of that suit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do
Yeah.
it if it's still sparking, especially. I'm gonna pick up the rod and also just come in, I guess.
Yeah.
Take him out of the suit.
Can you check
You,
him check him for arcane foci while you're doing it, and
Sure.
I'll do tier.
Okay. Yeah. So you start like taking this armor off him. Like the sparking seems to have subsided for the moment, and the armor comes away like relatively easily now that Grim has cut through the restraints. As you are pulling the armor away, there is an arcane focus embedded into like the chest straps, which presumably he was using by holding the handles of the suit. Tia has a wand and a spellbook, which you remove.
Yep. I'll take both of those.
Mm-hmm.
Potential for new spells.
I would
Been a while.
also.
I guess so.
I would
Yeah.
also suggest that that maybe Arya would be best. Might want to tell some sort of local authority.
Well, before we go ahead and do that, let's use the freedom we've got to check what's happening here.
Oh, so question them first.
Did you
Yeah.
want to
Well,
speak
I
to
was
them or
thinking
poke
whilst they're
around?
I was just I was check the premise was more what I was thinking.
Oh, that works too.
Because like they're going to be unconscious for a while, I hope.
I mean, we should still tie them up.
Without healing, they will be unconscious for a while.
Yeah, that's like yeah.
Yeah.
We should still tie them up.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, you were prepping them for getting tied up. That sounds.
That does not
Hi.
sound great.
Yeah, you restrain your two captives.
You know what? That sounds better. You're prepping the restraints.
Mhm.
That's how we're going to word it in the future.
Yeah, you restrain your two captives and wait for them to come around, sort of nurse your injuries for a moment. And I think with that, that is a good place to end.
Mm.
So, as it is late, I think we will close out and say thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.